The men back for Angleton's all the way back at their 5 and 10, and the kick is up, and the ball game has started. Taking number 4 at the 10, the 15 taken back. Oh, and taken down hard there by Friendswood on the special teams. Trying to get the number there. It looks like it was number 1 on the tackle, which is John McCabe. He's a receiver. Cornerbacks. Angleton to pitch out to the left to number 22.
Yeah, that's going to be number 22, Jordan Jones. Jones comes in as the leading rusher in the district so far this season, averaging 7 yards a carry, comes in at 913 yards, needs just a little over 80 here to get a 1,000-yard season. So it is now 2nd down and 8 for the Wildcats. Ball is spotted right at the Wildcat 20-yard line. Twin receivers left side, single receiver to the right. Quarterback right over the center is Austin Fairchild. Fairchild barks it out. Jones, handoff around the left side. Toss pass, and that's going to be J.T. Anderson, little toss back from Austin Fairchild.
Looked like Dane Roney made the initial hit, then hit by a host of Mustangs. There was nothing doing on that left side line, Kirk, as Dane read that play out and made the big tackle. He's had a great year, by the way. Dane Roney scored several touchdowns for us, as well as playing great at the linebacker spot all season.
This defense has had an outstanding year for sure.
Absolutely.
3rd down and 7 now. Mustangs want to do nothing more than take the lead early this game and send Angleton to their off season as soon as possible. Trips formation, left side. Quarterback back to pass, caught out of the backfield. What's going to be number 14, Bryce Ripple. That is going to be just enough for an Angleton Wildcat 1st down to the 30-yard line. Angleton's moving right to left on your computer screen. They are in their all white with their purple helmets. Friendswood, as you said, in their black tonight, and they do look sharp. But that ain't going to get you anywhere on the field. Looks good up here, but right now they got to stop this Angleton drive. First drive of the ball game just underway. 10-13 left here in the first quarter. A little movement on the right side. Got back okay for Friendswood. Toss left side. Jones maybe 2 yards on that carry. That's Justice Mayon is the quarterback tonight for Angleton. I misspoke earlier, so that was Fairchild. That's Justice Mayon. It'll be a 2nd down now and about 8 for the Angleton Wildcats. Again, Coach, it's got a tough situation for Angleton coming in with a lot of hype in the season. You're playing this last game. You can't even play spoiler because Friendswood was already set for the 2nd seed. It's got to be a tough job for the head coach to get this team motivated. That's Coach Jason Britton. He's a veteran coach. I'm sure he's got his players ready to play as good as they can. Little pass out. Jones, 40, 50. He's got some speed, 45-yard line.
Yeah, no, it comes here where it comes time. It's down to pride. You have talked to the boys all week that sometimes the record doesn't matter. You're trying to play for pride for next year, for maybe getting some different plays out there and seeing some things out of other players that you normally don't see. That's what I have to tell my guys. If I was Angleton coach, I'd want to make sure they're motivated, stay hyped up for the rest of the game and, of course, the offseason.
When you also got seniors out there who this might be their last time to play, and
absolutely.
I promise you this, they're going to give everything they have. That pass is complete to Christian Parkins around the left side. It's going to be about a 5-yard gain, bring up now 2nd down and 5. Angleton's doing a nice job here on this first drive, methodically moving the ball down the field there on Friendswood's 39-yard line. Again, moving right to left on your computer monitor. 2nd down and 5, again, just underway here from Henry Winston. 0-0's the score. 3 backs in the backfield this time with Mayon. Mayon back to pass. Got a man across the middle, caught. 20-yard line, just inside the 20 goes Christian Parkins. Just squirted out of the backfield. A little different offensive look here for that should be that the Mustangs have seen. Last week we saw Terry with the veer. This week got a whole different look again. So it's hard. We saw last week Friendswood took a while to adjust to a little different set.
Yeah, it's tough each week to have to go to different offenses. Looked like he lined up as almost a very short slot,
right?
Almost a tight end position. Kind of stuck there, the little belly up the gut there, and got a little got open.
Twin receivers at both sides. Oh, we got some movement. Well, I see 78 deep in the Friendswood line. You got to think he's going to be moving. That's Ernest Cotton with the jump. And there it is.
Yeah, he pats himself on the chest and says, my bad. It is so hard for those line. We mentioned it before. The line guys to stay down there in their positions, in their stances, waiting on the call. Even though they know what it's supposed to be, they want to get a jump on the defensive line. I know they've scouted Friendswood's D-line, how great those front three are for Friendswood. So you know they're trying to get that jump if at all possible. So it's going to be 1st and 14 for Angleton. Looks like from the shotgun, double running backs on either side.
We got a man in motion now. Out for the right side, twin receivers both sides, doubles formation. Quick pass. Needed a block, didn't get it. And he's going to be wrapped up maybe about a yard, 2-yard gain at the max. Nice job by the Friendswood defense in that swarm. It's going to be 2nd down now and about, we'll give him 14 on that. Got a 1-yard gain.
I want to thank you, Miss Donna Nelson, first one on the chat line. As always, thank you, Miss Nelson, for listening. She says, go Mustangs. True fan right there. Thank you so much, Miss Nelson, for listening.
Absolutely. Again, we'll be here tonight all night, of course, next Friday as well, and hopefully many Fridays and or Saturdays
That's right.
throughout this holiday season. Twin receivers, the right side, man in motion is 19. Parkins, Mayes back to pass. Oh, he overthrows his intended receiver. He was looking for number 4, Cameron Stone. Little high. In coverage that time
it was Connor Haynes, number 5.
Haynes.
Yes, sir. And again, we mentioned Connor several times this year. He's had a great year of defense. He's had a great year. He's got interceptions, running the back, does the punting duties and the kickoff return duties as well. So great job by that young man.
6:53 left here. Clock stop. 3rd and 14 now for the Angleton Wildcats. Big play for them as they are just at the Friendswood 22. They did get backed up after that 5-yard penalty on the hold. They were inside the red zone. Now back to pass. Oh!
It hit Ron Helton right in the hands. I don't think he was expecting it.
No way he was. The crossing pattern and the receiver, I don't know if it's a miscommunication. Ball came out late. Regardless, it does hit Helton. That's going to bring up a 4th and 14. Got a little breeze tonight. Don't know how much it'll affect it. We'll see what Angleton's going to do here. Again, they've got nothing to play for but pride. They are, though, going to go for the field goal attempt. It will be a 39-yard attempt. Ball spotted on the right hash. Christian Cortez in to do the kicking duty. Ball is snapped. Ball is down. Cortez's kick is up, and it is short. Friendswood defense holds. You hear the fans getting excited. Nice turnout tonight here from Henry Winston. Here on senior night, the defense holds. So 6:42 left here in the first quarter. And we're going to finally now get to see the first offensive possession of the game for the Friendswood Mustangs.
Looking forward to seeing what the coaches have kind of get going for the playoffs as they roll through this game. And the next week's game, I'm sure they've added some wrinkles. And, again, I mentioned earlier, Luke Gurdon's had a great year. Christian Lee had a great game last week, one of many he's had since he's come back. But we'll see what they dial up.
Gurdon, first play, pass, caught. Get a man number on that. Look like
it's Christian Lee, number 6.
Christian Lee. You speak of the devil right there.
Looked like a little sit-down route. Just run out about 4 or 5 yards, turn and sit down, right in the defense, fire it to him, catch, and just drop. That's the way to get a few yards, kind of give him some breathing room as the Mustangs start looking to open it up here, I'm sure, in the first quarter.
Handoff, Palitz in the backfield, right up the middle. Get about a yard gain is all he's going to get.
Yeah, taken down by number 9, Ben Rice, and number 29. Maybe I have the wrong number. I must have got there. 28. I apologize. Jose Rodriguez.
6 minutes left here in the first quarter. 0-0 score. 3rd down and 4 for your Mustangs. Ball is spotted on the right hash. Empty backfield for Gurdon. Gurdon back to pass. Being flushed out of the pocket. Throws over the top. Ball is going to be intercepted. Ball's on the 40. 35, 30, still on his feet, 25, 20, one man to beat, 10, 5, touchdown, Angleton Wildcats, Cameron Stone on the return. I do see a flag thrown. Don't know if that was on the return or if that was before, but there is some laundry on the field. Garden just threw that one up. Cameron Stone did a nice job of going up and getting it. And a crazy nice return, though, by Mr. Stone. That's a hold.
So it'll be first down.
It is on the return.
Yep.
So they will get the ball. Interception from Garden. Garden's been so consistent all season long. Tough play right there, trying to make something happen.
And, he's using his feet, which he's done many times this year. He's trying to roll out of the pocket. When the pocket gets collapsed on him, he runs out there and just trying to make a play on that one. And, again, Garden's at 65% completion percentage for the year, over 1,800 yards. So he's had a good year. One little mistake there. I'm sure he'll come back. Coaches talk to him. Shouldn't throw off his back foot, but that's just one small thing. He'll come back and be great, I'm sure, the rest of the game.
Ball spot on the 38-yard line. Two backs for the Wildcats. Jones up the middle. There he goes. 30, 20, 10. Leading rusher in the district, and that's why. 6 points for the Angleton Wildcats.
That was a bunch formation on the offense on that, Kirk. They had everybody bunched inside. They ran one guy in motion out to go wide. Everyone else just a turn and pitch. Even the quarterback ran through the hole and tried to block that time. So they had all men in on that play.
Well, you got good blocking, but you also got a good hard runner back there in Jones.
Absolutely.
You can just tell it's the first time we've seen him this season, but he's a downhill runner.
Well, he's averaging 7.2 yards per attempt.
Well, that average just went up.
Yeah, and he has 11 touchdowns, which is now 12 count that
12.
Now 12 count that, which was now it would tie him for the district lead.
Extra point is up, and the extra point is good. So 5:22 left here in the first quarter. It is Angleton on top of your Mustangs, 7-0. And that answers the question of how Angleton is going to come out here tonight, Coach. It was one of two ways. Either they come out and say, look, this is our last game of the season for the seniors, maybe your last game of your life.
Right.
Underclassmen, your last opportunity to prove what you're going to do for the next year. Or you could also go and say, our season's done. It's a cold night. I'm ready to go inside and get ready for Thanksgiving. And they came out and showed Friendswood right away what they're going to come to do tonight. So for Friendswood now, again, it's a tough scenario for you. You're set next week, win or lose.
Right.
But the last thing you want to do is go into the playoffs with a loss.
Absolutely. And you've coached, and I coach. I don't care if the game means nothing or means everything. I'm coaching for absolutely. Oh, an onside kick here. Tried some trickery. Tomfoolery.
Out of bounds, and why not?
Yeah.
I expect to see I'm going to throw every play in the playbook out tonight.
Absolutely. What I was trying to finish up was, again, you and I both coach, and every game I play, I'm trying to win.
Sure.
I don't care what it means. I'm trying to win every single game I can just to give my team, my kids, more confidence, either as we're going on into the playoffs or as we're going into next season. So I do expect Angleton to put everything out there, try everything in the book. You got nothing to lose.
Yeah.
That's a dangerous when we got somebody back in the corner. That's a dangerous situation. So Friendswood better be ready for this right here. Now we're going to have great field position here, right at midfield.
Absolutely.
So this might have backfired on Angleton, but we got to take advantage of it.
Well, we'll see now. Garden comes back out. I wouldn't be surprised to see him throw a pass here on his first down. Coach Cuban always seems to want to go back to the guy who made the last mistake and go right at it. And we do see Garden back to pass. Flushed out. He's going to run 50, 45, stays on his feet.
Man.
Nice job by Luke Garden. Slips the
his
tackle. Got down to the 36-yard line of the Wildcats.
That's been indicative of Luke all year. And we mentioned early in the year how the line was a little inexperienced because we lost so many guys last year. They've done a better job of cheering that line up. And when it does break down, Luke's able to use his feet, kind of get outside, or in that case, go up the gut, get some extra yards, and keep the chains moving. 1st
and 10, ball spot on the 36-yard line of Angleton. Handoff, Palitz, left side. Now Garden's going to keep it. Excuse me. Garden rolls around the right side. Kept that on the option. Gathers up about 6 yards on that carry down just outside the 30 to the 31-yard line. 4:41 left here in the first quarter. Friendswood down 7-0 to the visiting Angleton Wildcats.
Quick shout out to my brother again, Jason Fritz, who was in either Wyoming or Montana when I talked to him last night. His birthday was a couple days ago. He's 51 now. So anyway, he was out there. Always listen each week. Thank you, big brother. I love you, and be safe out there.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for listening. Twin receivers, right side, man across the middle. Incomplete.
That is something you don't see very often.
That
Christian Lee dropping a pass.
Christian Lee sat down, wide open, and just, hey, look, happens to the best of us. He just flat dropped that ball.
Yeah, that doesn't happen to Christian. He's mad at himself punching the turf. He knows he should have had that one. That will not happen very often.
This is the time when you go back to him, though, right here.
Absolutely.
Go back right to that same guy and let him get that first down for you. Empty formation for Gurdon. 3rd and 5. Ball spotted on the Wildcat 31-yard line. There you go. Right there, Christian Lee. Good job. 30, 25. That's why you go back to him. 20, 10. Get a touchdown, young man. That's why you go back to him. 6 points for Lee. Gurdon back to his usual self, and Christian Lee. That's what we know and love from that young man.
Nice play. Looks like Gurdon took a second, looked at the sidelines, kind of give the sidelines a little signal which way he was wanting to go. They agreed with that call on his part, a little general on the field.
Absolutely.
Nice little pitch and catch there. Good cut back by Christian Lee. Like you said, go right back to him. Confidence. Give those guys confidence. Start rolling. Going to tie this ball game up with the extra points. A great job by the Mustang and the coaching staff.
And you're right. As you said earlier, that onside kick definitely backfired. I don't blame him for trying, though. And
absolutely, you're right.
It surprised me not to see it again later on.
Right. Like you said, they have absolutely nothing to lose.
Later on tonight, we're going to go have our on-field reporter, Erica Sykes. We're hoping to hear her soon, but right now, as it seems to be the way, there's always a little technical something or other. But we're going to, and if nothing else, Erica, we're going to get you on at halftime. We'll just put you on the mic up here and let you go because.
Absolutely. Little flag there on the play for Friendswood. Going to back them up. Going to retry the extra point. Got a good crowd tonight, Kirk, on this brisk 52-degree night here.
Absolutely. Greater
downtown Friendswood. The Angleton fans have kind of filled in now, and it's nice having the band back as the kick is up.
And it is still good, yes.
It is good, but the band was going last week. We mentioned that. They were competing in state, and I believe they came in 6th in the state this year, so proud of those guys and girls and the directors there who take care of that, make a big trip. It was kind of quiet without them last week, so it's nice to have them here making the extra tunes for us and having all kinds of music in the background. It's nice to hear the crowd getting ready to play, getting ready to get excited for the ball game tonight. I missed them last week, put it that way. No, I think everybody missed them. It was just a different feel for sure when the band is not here. So Friendswood now ties the game, 7-7, 4:05 left here in the first quarter. Again, please let everyone know next Friday night right here at Henry Winston, Kingwood Park will visit in the first round of the Texas State 5A playoffs. Friendswood looking to make a long run after that 1-year drought. They are back and ready to go. And the playoff path has been set after Kingwood Park. You've got an Austin area team, which looks to be Cedar Park in your sights, but obviously one game at a time. And right now, they're not thinking about anything but Angleton. Kick goes to the 10, 15, 20, 25, right out to the 27, where he will be brought down right at the 27-yard line. That's number 4, Cameron Stone, a 5'10", 175 wide receiver cornerback, a senior there for Angleton. Nice return on that play, trying to give Angleton a little bit of room to work. They'll be here on the 27-yard line, starting with first down there. And a host of Mustangs in on the tackle. I want to give a shout out to Mary Reinhardt. I know you haven't chatted in yet, but I know you're listening to us, so thank you as always for listening, and feel free to chat us up anytime. We have Soleil Gignac on the board tonight, and we couldn't do it without her, and again, you wouldn't even hear us right now if it was not for Ms. Gignac, so thank you much, Soleil, and all you guys do. Handoff left side. Jones going to be brought down. Get about a yard gain on that is all he will get. Bring up a 2nd down and 9 now for the Wildcats. Ball is on the left hash, 28-yard line. 3:41 and counting. First quarter. I'm sorry, Chris. It looks like Luke Sanchez, number 20 from the free safety spot, came up to make that tackle, get in there and close that gap. Justice Mayon again at quarterback. 2 backs in the backfield, twin receivers left side. Single receiver to the right. It's tight formation, though. Receivers about 4 feet from the tackle. Mayon back to pass. Scrambling is going to be, he's just gets out of the sack. Gets about a yard gain. Good pressure that time for that Friendswood defense. Mayon just finds a way to get out of it. Yeah, he barely escaped that, and maybe he had a little slick stuff on his uniform because the Friendswood Mustangs were right there on top of him. I thought they were going to get him in the sack there. But Friendswood's making great defensive pressure to get in the backfield. We just got to make sure we make the initial tackle. We can't just try to grab him by the shoulders or by the jersey. We got to make him grab his feet. They're doing a good job making that penetration. But when they get to the second level, that's when they've had their damage.
Third down and 7 now for the Wildcats. Twin receivers to the right, single receiver left. In the gun, offset back, Jones to the right. Mayon back to pass. Oh, he's got a man open across the middle. If he can catch it, he just overthrows the intended receiver, number 14, Bryce Ripple. Just a little too much air under that ball. Ripple got a fingertip on it, but that's all he could do.
And he had time to pass that one. We didn't get as much penetration. He had plenty of time to let that play develop. He sat there for another second or two. He definitely would have completed that one. Now it's going to be 4th and 7. It looks like the Angleton is going to punt. Back for Friendswood, of course, is number 5. No, I'm sorry. This looks like Dawson Johnson, number 4, back this time. No, I'm sorry. It is Connor Haynes. Not a great punt. It's going to go out of bounds at the 40. Where are they going to mark it here? There's not a great punt at all. Looks like he was Shankopotamus off the side of his foot. The ref's still walking, 40. It's going to be on the 45-yard line. Great field position again, just past midfield for the Friendswood Mustangs. A quick shout out to Natalie Hoskins. Thank you, Miss Hoskins, for A, teaching my children, and for B, being a great listener here and having good kids yourself. And too bad you guys couldn't make it tonight. Please tell Kara that I said hello and hope she does well and recovers quickly. So thank you for that. You guys have a good evening. So here we go, Friendswood now 1st and 10 on the 45. Friendswood's coming out double wides, and then we have a double slot stack. Little high snap to Gurdon, but he corrals it. Got plenty of time. Now he's rolling, scrambling. Oh, whew.
Takes a pretty good shot there, Luke Gurdon. He gets about a half yard is all he gets for that effort. Going to be just inside the 45-yard line of the Wildcats. 1:58 left here in the first quarter, 7-7 ball game.
And when you run those deep routes, you got to give him time for those plays to develop. We didn't have anybody really going short or crossing patterns or the little sit-down route. So I'm sure the coaches looked at that and remedied that real quick.
Clock rolling, 140. Balls are left hash. Gurdon back to pass. Little screen pass set up. Caught. Palitz, 40. Oh, nice move. 35, 30. He is juking and jiving all over that field. He gets down to the 23-yard line. Beautiful cut right there from Noah. Yes. That was looking like a Barry Sanders right there.
Absolutely. And you know, in the offseason, you sit there and you do these cone drills over and over and over. You may not use them at that one time, but you can tell right there he's done that drill before. Quick little feet, boom, move to the left, and he ended up getting a bunch of extra yards off that play. It's not going to be 1st and 10 from the 24.
Tips on, just couldn't quite corral it. It's going to bring up a 2nd down and 10 now. Ball is on the 23-yard line of the Angleton Wildcats.
And it looked like as soon as he caught it, looked like he tripped a little bit or got his feet tied up
as he
fell to the ground. He ended up couldn't bring it home. So nice effort on his part, though.
2nd down and 10. Ball is on the 23. Gurdon back to pass. Got a man that is caught. Can be immediately hit and brought down for about a 7, maybe 8-yard gain.
That's Christian Lee, number 6 again. Looks like that they're trying to work on that soft zone that Angleton's playing again with those quick sit-downs. That's the 3rd one we've seen tonight, and I'm sure they've seen that on film all week and decided that's the area they can take advantage of.
Sure, you take 7 or 8 a pop on those, absolutely. 35 seconds left here in the first quarter. At the end of the quarter, we'll go down to Erica Sykes.
But, you know, the kids love the big play.
They do love the big play, yes.
They like the big play.
Absolutely. 20 seconds left, 3rd down and 3. Gurdon back to pass. That is caught.
That was Elizondo, number 15.
1st and 10. 1st and goal. He gets down to the 5-yard line, so they are in that hometown bank of Friendswood red zone. And that will be the last play of the first quarter. The score is Friendswood 7, Angleton 7. And we can go right now down to the field to Erica Sykes. Erica, are you down there right now?
Yeah, I'm down here. I just got on the field. Finally got those technical issues taken care of.
That sounds great. No problem. You sound great. Well, Erica, first of all, let me ask you this. We're warm and toasty up here. How you doing down there?
I'm sorry, can you say that again?
I said we're nice and warm up here. How you doing down there?
Oh, it's pretty chilly. I got my leather jacket on though, so I'm doing okay. My beanie on, but I'm sure some of the cheerleaders are pretty cold looking at them.
I'm sure they are. And good shout out to your leather jacket. Congratulations. I know that was a nice job right there. Hey,
Yep.
Hey, big game tonight, but it sounds like the crowd's nice. Everybody's into it, and it's senior night as well. So it seems like a good atmosphere down there.
Yeah, everyone's super hyped up. The Blue Crew is really excited. We got some really great seniors on the cheerleading team and the Blue Crew, and our student section is full of kids, so everyone's really hyped up for tonight.
Excellent, Erica. We're looking forward to talking to you more. We'll come down to you in a little bit. Again, that's Erica Sykes with Friendswood MCS. She's going to do a great job for us tonight. Looking forward to that as well. First quarter is in the book. 7-7 is our score. Friendswood looking to extend that lead right now. They are on the 5-yard line with a fresh set of downs. They are not going to go to their heavy package right here.
I was just getting ready to ask you. I don't see the heavy package out there right now. I don't see Roney. I don't see Map. I don't see
Roney
the big
likes
boys.
it from about 2 yards in, Coach. Trips formation, left side. Gardens got time. Now he squirts out to the right side. He's going to throw that ball up in the air.
Oh, my goodness, what a catch.
Caught for 6.
Oh, there's a little flag. I wonder if they're going to call him for a little push-off, little offensive pass interference. I didn't see it, but the flag is right in front of where the catch happened.
Yep.
That was just to go up and get it. That was a nice effort there.
No, that is holding.
Yes. All right, well, that's the second touchdown there.
That Christian Lee
Yeah,
went
good
up and
job.
got it, absolutely.
Well, when you got Christian Lee out there, he was chomping at the bit the first games of the season. When he's able to finally come back for district play, you got Christian up there. He's listed at 6'4", 220. I stood beside him. I'm 6'1". He's definitely 6'4".
Oh, no, absolutely.
And, he can get up, use his athleticism just to throw the ball up there, and he goes up there and grabs it. Good job for that young man. Glad he's back. Glad he's healthy. Looks like he's had no ill effects. The kick is up. And it is good.
It is good. Score right now is 14 for Friendswood, 7 for the Angleton Wildcats. Just underway here in the second quarter. Again, if you're just joining us, Angleton did a nice job, nice drive the first series of the game. Angleton takes that 7-0 lead on a Jordan Jones touchdown run. Friendswood comes back and gets a Christian Lee score. And then they get their second score with another Christian Lee reception. His score is 14-7, Friendswood.
And, you mentioned Angleton and their rushing attack this year, Kirk. In their games this year, they have over 1,800 yards rushing, which actually is just under the district lead under Foster. And they're passing for 824 yards, and they're averaging 330 yards of offense. So they got a good offense. They got a potent offense. They have a good runner. Things just seem to not go their way this year in certain areas. I know they are also high on the list of fumbles and fumbles lost.
They are, yes.
Turnovers does not bode well to having a great offensive season.
Kick goes back to the 10-yard line. Now the 20, 30, 35, 40. Got some running room. 50, 45, 30. Still on his feet. Down to the 20. Still on his feet. Down to the 10. That is, I do not see a flag.
I do not either. And that's number 5, Travion Smith.
That is a 90, I believe right about 90 yards. We'll get the official numbers. And just like that, we have a new ball game, 14-13. That didn't take long at all.
No, sir. That did not take long at all to make a difference. And special teams, obviously, are going to be something Angleton can maybe take advantage of tonight and maybe get some points out of. We'll see as the game progresses. All right, they've got set for the extra point. Looks like Damian Robinson's going to go for the kick there.
It is good.
I apologize. It is Christian Cortez with the kick. The kick is up, and it is good with 11:33 left in the second quarter. Angleton, in a hop, skip, and a jump, Kirk, with lack of better terms there, ties it up right here. Kind of the fans look a little stunned here in Friendswood as they're thinking this might have been a game that Friendswood should just bowl over. But again, when you're in the district we're in, we can't just take any game lightly. The Friendswood Mustangs are going to have to get ready to play each and every down, play an each and every play, because they want to go into playoffs. As you said, it doesn't matter tonight's game, but they want to go into playoffs on a high note, definitely not losing the last game of the season.
So again, the score here is 14-14, 11:33 left in the first half. And this Friendswood crowd is a little shocked right now, to say the least.
They are a little bit shocked. Looks like Palitz is back this time. And, Friendswood has 7 guys up on the line in case there's any messing around from Angleton, just to make sure they drop him back to receive the kick. That's quality special teams coaching right there, by the way.
That's Ted Thomas.
That's right.
Teddy Thomas.
Coach.
Veteran coach.
Absolutely. He does basketball too, by the way. Man of all trades.
Kick is up, and it is back to we're going to take it right from the goal line. It's Palitz, 5'10". See if he can repeat, and he will. There he goes. He gets out to the 30-yard line, goes Noah Palitz.
Check that. That's number.
That was not Palitz.
5. Yes, sir. Number 5. Connor Haynes on that, Kirk. Yes, it's kind of hard to tell. They had Palitz back, and then he came up to block instead.
First down and 10 for Mustangs.
So, Friendswood, let's see how they respond after getting scored on a 90-yard return and tying the game up. Let's see what the offense can do here. It's going to be first and 10 from the 29-yard line. See how the offense responds, what the coaches have dialed up.
Ball spotted on the right hash. Single receiver to both sides. One back in the backfield is Palitz. Now we're going to have a timeout from the Friendswood Mustangs. Coach Koopman is going to get his thoughts together with the offense. 11:24 left here in this first half.
Following sponsors for generously supporting our Friendswood Coaches Hospitality Program, Nia's Table, Center Court Pizza, Up and Down, Floyd's Cajun Seafood.
And we'll take a quick break here and come right back here on MCS Sports.
Central Home Games, and Gina's Kitchen.
The middle, that ball's caught to the 40-yard line. It's going to be
It was Christian Lee
just
again.
enough for a first down.
Yep, again, there's that little sit-down route. Again, I know the coach has seen that on film where they feel like that's a soft spot. They go in there, sit down right in the middle, get 4 to 5 to 6, in that case 10 yards each time, just chunks at a time. I'm sure they'll take that each and every play if they could.
Ball's on the 41-yard line of the Mustangs. Twin receivers to the left side, single receiver to the right. Palitz offset to Gurdon's right side. Palitz around the left side. It's going to be brought down. Get about a 2-yard gain on the carry. Second down and 8 now for the Mustangs. 10:37 left here in the first half. It's going to be a tight formation for the Mustangs. You're going to have twin receivers to both sides, both in tight. Empty backfield now for Gurdon. Gurdon pass out. That's going to be Tomko.
It is Tomko.
50, 45, 40. Hops. Hops the defender and gets down to the 30-yard line.
That was a great little hop. That was a great read by Tomko as he saw the defender kind of diving at his feet. Just jumped right over him. Got about 5 more yards out of the play. Nice run by that young man.
Also, nice block from John McCabe out there as well to help Joey Tomko out.
Yeah, those receivers, they're coached so well. I know Coach Ward takes pride in having those guys blocking through the entire play. It's so important for the outside guys when it's a run play to block, and they do a great job. Dawson Johnson, that whole crew, great job.
Gurdon pass overthrown just really through the hands.
Yep, just barely off his hands. Looks like that was McCabe.
It's Cooksey.
Oh, I'm sorry, number 7, Cooksey.
That
yes,
7
sir.
and 1 look very similar.
Yes,
in those
sir.
black jerseys for sure. Second and 10 now for the Stangs. Ball is on the Wildcat 30-yard line. Ball is spotted on the left hash. 14-14 is our score here from Henry Winston. Gurdon back to pass, quick out. That's caught Christian Lee, and he is brought down immediately. It's going to actually be about a yard loss on that. It's going to be 3rd down and 11 now for the Mustangs.
Yeah, looked like number 17 of Angleton made that shoestring tackle there. He tried to spin out of it. Had he spun out of it, he had some more grass to eat up, but he didn't have a chance to spin out of that one. So nice effort, and we'll see what we get here on 3rd down.
3rd and 11, empty backfield for Gurdon. Gurdon back to pass. Gurdon pressured. Gurdon dropped for the sack. He is dropped by number 30 of Angleton, Landris White, in on that sack. That backs him up to the 40-yard line. Takes him out of field goal range. We'll imagine Gurdon will be here to punt right now. This will be a 4th down and about 18.
And, you know, Kirk, we mentioned in the past about Friendswood. They've had some struggles on 3rd down. Percentages have not been good. You got to be able to convert that. If you want to go deep in the playoffs, you're going to have to be able to convert on the 3rd down and long, and we haven't done a great job of that this year. I know they're working on it down there on the field, but we've got to do a little better job than that.
Gurdon's kick is off to the right side. It hits at the 21-yard line, rolls out of bounds at the 22. So 8:43 left here in this 2nd quarter. Scores all knotted up at 14 apiece. And Angleton's got to feel very good about themselves right now, Coach.
They got to feel good about where they are, what they've been able to do for this game right here, and I'm sure the coaches are pumping them up. And, you know, Angleton, just looking on the sidelines, Kirk, they don't have a lot of guys over there, which is kind of surprising to me for a high school football team. Usually we play teams, they go 30 to 30. Angleton's got a small amount of guys on the team. Those guys that are playing, they're playing hard. They're doing what they need to be doing. They're well coached, as you can tell. They're running the plays they need to run to be successful.
Absolutely. 1st and 10.
Oh,
ball hands off up the middle. There he goes, 45, almost to the 50-yard line. Goes running back J.T. Anderson. You've got so much movement on that offensive line.
Yeah, it's got him listed at 6'1", 190. I beg to differ. He's a good-sized kid.
He's at least 2 bills.
He is a good-sized kid.
1st and 10, balls on the Angleton 49-yard line. Now you got the quarterback back in the gun. Twin receivers to the left side, single receiver to the right. Man in motion. Now he's back to his spot on that left side. Handoff right side, Anderson again. Anderson he gets about a yard, and he is hit.
35, Jackson Stevens.
Yeah, 35 to 35.
Yeah, he put his head down, and Jackson Stevens said, nope, I can play that game. Stood him right up and drove him back. Good job, Jackson.
That's a couple of good-looking number 35s out there for both teams.
Yes, sir.
2nd down and 7 now for the Wildcats. Ball, though, is now in Friendswood territory at the 48-yard line of the Mustangs. 2 backs in the backfield this time. You've got a right tight formation, single receiver to both sides. Now man in motion. Another man, great pulls that time by those guards and tackles. That's going to be Jones. Just follows his blockers. Yet every play, you're going to have some movement from that line.
And you know right here, Kirk, with 7 minutes to go in the half, Angleton wants to keep running the ball, keep that clock going. They love to score with as little time as possible here at the end of the half to take the lead into halftime without giving Friendswood the ball. Now, they've got to keep going and making first downs to do that. I'm sure Friendswood would have used some timeouts if they had to, but I know that's what Angleton's trying to do. Matriculate down the field, big word, and make sure they go down there and score. It doesn't give Friendswood a lot of clock.
I'm looking that word up right now. 3rd down and 5. Ball on the Friendswood 46-yard line. 2 backs, twin receivers to the left. Handoff up the middle. Big fella, Anderson.
He just put his head down and drove
Absolutely.
those legs. My goodness, that's going to give him the first down at the 40-yard line. Not even going to measure it. Go ahead and give them the first down. And, again, that's what they're trying to do.
Wow.
They're trying to go solid. The quarterback is under center. And to be honest, he's under center like they do, like the younger kids do. He is under center, squatting low to make sure they don't have a bad exchange on the snap. So he's way underneath there. It's got enough time for a quick handoff.
Just outside the 40-yard line are the Angleton Wildcats. They are in Friendswood territory. 6 minutes left here in the first half. Again, another good tight formation for the Wildcats. 1 back in the backfield, Jordan Jones. He's got the ball up the middle, squirts through for about another 4 or 5 yard gain. They were just churning yards up the middle on this vaunted Friendswood defense right now, and Friendswood defense is playing a little bit on their heels this very moment.
They are, and it's a little counter move. They're actually going to
Yes.
the right and they cut back to the left. It's kind of misdirection as you want to. And again, we mentioned earlier Angleton had 15 fumbles and lost 10 of them, so maybe that's why the quarterback was far under center. They didn't want to have a fumble right here with 5 minutes to go in the half and give Friendswood the ball. So they're just doing their best to keep going down, keep staying low, and running that football, and they're happy and content with doing it.
2nd and 4, ball's on the 35-yard line. Quarterback keeps going up top, overthrows his intended receiver, number 14, Bryce Ripple. And Ripple's open, just can't make that connection. That's a couple times now he's had Ripple and just throws it over his head.
It looks like they're trying to lull Friendswood
Yes.
defense asleep, trying to go up the middle, trying to do some counters, trying to get them on their heels, and all of a sudden add a little ripple to the offense, but it shall be here all week. And finding a receiver out there, they just overthrew him. I'm sorry, Kirk, I had to do it. That was pretty bad.
Good. It was good. I like it.
Yeah, like I said, please tip your waitress. Here we go.
Twin receivers to the left side, single receiver right. One back, offset to the right. Quick pass out, caught, Jones.
Oh, there's got to be.
Left side, he's going to go 30. He's going 20. He's going 15. He's knocked out of bounds at the 14-yard line. No penalty. I know you're looking for one right there.
I sure was. Looked like they were hanging on to Connor Haynes there as they try to get to the outside. And you're out there by yourself. There's no one out there except you and the DB. But, again, I'm not the one in charge. I'm just up here supposed to be an unbiased person, right? It's kind of hard to be when I work for Friendswood. Anyway.
First down and 10 now. Ball's on the 14-yard line. Inside the red zone are the Angleton Wildcats, down with 5 minutes left. Handoff up the middle. Jordan Jones, he's bulled his way in for 6. That is not Jordan Jones. I apologize. Number 28, Jose Rodriguez with the 6. That's a third back they've got. And Angleton goes on top of Friendswood 20-14. 5:05 left here in the first half.
And, you know, Kirk, as we look here as the Angleton goes to the extra point, we look at some of the rushing stats for the district this year. We've got Jones, who's leading the league, as you mentioned earlier, but also 35, J.T. Anderson is no slouch himself at 505 yards, averaging 7.01 yards per carry and having 6 touchdowns and a long one of 48. So they've got 2 good running backs. Of course, that was neither one of them as the other young man ran it in, but they got 2 good running backs that Friends are going to have to account for as their second half. This first half, I'm sorry, line's down.
And right now we're going to Erica. Erica, we're down 21-14. How is the fan support right now? People a little shocked?
Yeah, they're a little bit shocked. I mean, the team's pretty quiet right now, not hearing much from the stands. The team keeps trying to pump up the fans, but it's kind of a little dreary right now.
Yeah, it's definitely a surprise for us as well right here. You know, here you are on senior night. You already got a playoff spot sewn up. And right now you're down to a team that's not even going to make the playoffs. It's a little bit surprise for sure.
Yeah, for sure. And I think the fans and the parents are feeling that.
Well, hopefully they'll get back into this thing too because they need them out there as well. Erica, thank you so much. We'll come back to you in a little bit.
Sounds good.
5:05 left here in the first half. 21-14, Angleton on top of Friendswood. And Coach, like Erica just said, I mean, it is a lot of fans right now just in their seats, just a little bit stunned.
They are a little bit stunned, just kind of sitting here. We need to make sure that we've got 5 minutes to go. We have a potent offense. Friends is going to have to make sure we don't make any mistakes to give Angleton a chance to score again. We need to score here before this half ends. Oh, they try.
Yeah, that's a pooch.
A pooch kick, yeah.
They've done a little bit of everything on these kicks. That goes to McCabe. The 25 spun out of. No, he's down.
Oh, did the ball come loose?
I thought I saw it too, but.
And there's going to be a flag.
Well, we got a flag. I think he held on to the ball.
But I think there was a late hit by Angleton on that.
He got spun around pretty good, was John McCabe.
Yep. See what the side judge calls. He threw that in. I saw him stretching for the game. I bet he could run a pretty good 40 right now there, that side judge.
It is, like you said, personal foul against
Okay.
the Wildcats. So a nice break for Friendswood as they're down 7. Extra 15 yards to start this drive. They'll go to just to their 47-yard line. Again, no reason at all to panic here for anyone for Friendswood's side, but just a little surprising all the same. But one thing, you know, if you're a true fan of football, because at the end of the day, you know Angleton, they're a strong team with strong tradition. You know, I don't think anybody expected them to come in here and just lay an egg.
No,
Gurdon
absolutely not.
rolls to his right, being flushed out way back. He's going to throw that ball out of bounds. Decides not to force it anywhere like
smart.
he did earlier.
Yeah, that's smart play. Just go ahead and get rid of it. Let's just go to the drawing board. We have 3 more downs to go. Just go ahead and scrap that play, get out of the pocket, throw that out of bounds, and we'll try it again here.
2nd down and 10 now. Ball is on the Friendswood 47-yard line. Well, now I apologize. We're going to send this thing back.
I didn't see a flag. What?
The penalty was offensive interference on Friendswood. That is a 15-yard or so. You receive and you get it right back as they are back down to their own 32-yard line now. 1st down and 25. Handoff up the middle.
Jared Veach, 37.
That's going to be Veach. Yes, sir. He gets about 7 back. Maybe 6. Ball spotted down the Friendswood 39-yard line. Tomko comes in for Veach. It'll be a 2nd down now and about 17 here for the Mustangs. 17 or 18. Twin receivers both sides. Gurdon back to pass. Across the middle. That is caught.
That is Christian Lee.
And that is enough for a 1st down. Christian Lee had to go down to the ground to get that ball. Great catch right there by that young man. And Friendswood now back in Angleton territory, making a move. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line. Still plenty of time. 4 minutes and counting. Just under 4 now here in the first half. Friendswood down 21-14. Gurdon, low snap. Gurdon gets it. Now he's scrambling. Squirts to the middle. Going to be brought down. He's going to get about a yard is all he's going to get on that. We'll bring up a 2nd down and 9. That play started out bad with the low snap. Gurdon, good job of corralling it. Just getting what he can get on that play. 3:30 left here in the first half. Friendswood trying to tie this thing up. 39 yards away. 2nd down and 9.
And no matter what, how much time is left, Friendswood does not want to give Angleton a chance here to score at all. They need to make sure they use all this clock.
Gurdon, keeper, right side, 35. Makes a cut. 1st down. Gets right inside the 30-yard line. Good play action fake that time from Gurdon. He picks up that 1st all on his own. They're going to spot it right at the 29-yard line. So 3 minutes left here. Plenty of time again.
But you know, Kirk, for me, this is just me. It always scares me when I see my quarterback having to run out there and try to get the 1st down out of bounds and 2 guys land on him. Could be a shoulder, could be a collarbone, could be a knee, anything. And Gurdon's not hurt, I'm not saying that, but those are the type of plays that you don't want your starting quarterback get hurt on.
Gurdon back to pass, complete. That's Dawson Johnson. That's going to be about a 9-yard gain. Going to bring up now a 2nd down and 1 for the Mustangs. 2:30, clock moving. Ball is spotted on the Angleton 21-yard line. Friendswood's not getting the play in. They're trying to make this quick. Johnson's back in. Now we're set. No, we're not. Now we're set again. Twin receivers both sides. McCabe in motion. Gurdon, pass. Oh! I don't know if they're going to give that or not.
They'll hook and ladder. They tried to throw it to Christian Lee. He was going to pitch it back to McCabe.
Like a little hook and ladder there.
They're spotting the ball. I mean, all he needs to do is catch it. He caught it, pitched it.
And if it hit the ground, it'd be like a backward lateral, so he could pick it up off the ground.
Oh, yeah.
But he not and take off running. It was not.
I was worried about their saying it wasn't. He caught it, pitched it. There you go. Ball spotted on the 3-yard line, and Friendswood went deep in the playbook for that one.
Yeah, they figured, you know what, Angleton, you've tried a little tomfoolery. We're going to try it ourselves. Hey, here comes Matt. Here comes Roney. Here comes the power package right here.
And here comes some big beef up front for Angleton as well.
Yep.
1:48 left here in the first half. Friendswood down 7, knocking on the Angleton door 3 yards away. And when we come back, we're going to see, as you said, the heavy package from the Mustangs, see if Roney can't get another. I don't think he's not leading the team in touchdown, but he's got to be in the conversation.
I think he has 3 this year, if I'm not mistaken. I know Matthew Reyes has 1, that number 49, sophomore, great kid that they kind of threw out when they got this power package in. And we had somebody text in and ask us why we cannot see the field on the big screen during the game. And if we had this conversation last week, some listeners, you will say, from your computer screen left and right, and they're looking for a video of the game. Well, if I'm not mistaken, UIL prohibits people from playing a live version of the football game as it is played, so we can't do that. And you're saying a computer screen, just a point of reference left to right, so they'll know.
Yeah, the UIL rule is you can show it live 1 hour after the game, the final whistle is blown. So there's no video, it's just you and I get to hear our wonderful voices. We hope that is satisfactory. Gurdon fakes the handoff, throws that ball high and out of bounds. There was just nowhere to go with that. We have an Angleton player down.
That's number 53, Armand Dudley, a senior there for the Wildcats. Yeah, and since we're not able to play the game live until after it, that's why they don't put any of the game on the big board. They can only do the crowd, maybe replay, but they can't actually play the game live on the big board. That's why they don't do it. But thank you for questioning, and thank you for asking us and chatting us up. I want to also thank Redbeard. Not sure who that is, but Mr. Redbeard. I hope it's not Mrs. Redbeard. But Mr. Redbeard, thank you so much for listening to us tonight, and appreciate you chatting in.
Jason Fritz, I appreciate the explanation on the adoption of your brother. Outstanding. I'm kind of already sure I knew that, but all is good.
Yeah, and
players up and moving off the field. That is good to see. We still see the heavy package in as Mapp comes back in. We'll see what Friendswood does. You know, and I'm not going to second-guess Coach Scuba here, but sometimes teams can just kind of get a little too cute, and I think I get what he was doing. Everyone's keen on the run. Gurdon was looking for it, but there was just nobody there. Angleton did a great job that time of covering up those receivers. We'll see if they don't just go to hand the ball off and man-to-man and see what happens right here. But Angleton did bring in a few other players in that interior line. It's bunched up tight. Gurdon, did he keep that ball?
No, but
it did not get in.
And it looked
Roney,
like
and Gurdon was going to push him in. Gurdon slipped. Roney does get 2.
And again, I don't like to see our quarterback be the last guy on the bottom of the pile.
See what they're going to do here. Palitz comes back in the ball game.
31 and 115, and the clock is ticking. They're not in any hurry to run this play. Let that clock keep running down here and try to score in the last minute.
Roney right behind Gurdon. Mapp offset. Roney
he's in that time.
With the 6. He does get in. Dane Roney. He adds to his season total. Big 6 for the Mustangs. Down 1, extra point pending. So what we just said, no reason to get fancy. Give it to the guy that's been there before many times this season.
And he actually scored that touchdown right in front of his mom.
On senior night.
On senior night. She runs out there almost on the field screaming, yelling at him. Good for her. Good for Dane.
Ooh, good pressure from that right side. He does get the kickoff, and it is good. We are all knotted up, 21 apiece. 1 minute left here from Henry Winston Stadium. And if you're just scrolling through scores, you might be surprised. But I'll tell you what, Angleton Wildcats came to play. 21-21. Again, we'll be here next week. 5A playoff start. Friendswood will host Kingwood Park at 7 o'clock next Friday night. A home game right here at the friendly confines of Henry Winston. And after that, you win that one, you just go on the road and become a road warrior. Both teams do start trying to find those neutral sites. A great problem to have this time of year. If you're talking neutral sites, you're in a good position because that means you're still continuing on trying to make it all the way to Dallas to play at Jerry World. And for Friendswood, again, just so glad to be back in the playoffs after that 1 year drought. 1 minute left here in the first half. Little short kick goes down to the 22-yard line. It will be returned. 25. Now he's back to the 23. Now he's to the 30. 35. Boy, this Angleton special teams giving Friendswood some fits. He gets a few, not like he did last time on that return. but it doesn't. It takes the whole group to bring him down.
It does. It does. He runs hard, and that's one thing that I think that Angleton thinks that maybe they have an advantage of, is they have an advantage on the special team side for the returns. We'll see what they do here with 49 seconds to go. And again, I'm as surprised as you are. It's 21-21, Kirk, and we'll see what the Angleton coaches have dialed up. If they try to go for something right here, or they just kind of do some easy plays up the middle, let that clock die out, and go in with a tie. Be satisfied with that at pretty much a nothing game as they go into halftime.
One back in the backfield, twin receivers to the right side. We'll see what they decide to do. Now it's an empty. Nope, excuse me, one back. There was two before. A little hiding back there. Handoff up the middle. Goes for not 1 yard gain, and we're going to have a timeout from the Wildcats. They are going to try to put a few more points on the board.
That was 64, Jared Yawn getting in there on that play. Good for him. He's a sophomore, 5'10", 220. Nice hustle. He's got several minutes this year, several plays. He's done a good job. Proud of Jared and his hard work. It's kind of paying off.
Absolutely. Angleton they had all their timeouts, so they got 2 more to go. We'll see what they're going to try to do. Try to get, again, a few more points on the board. 43 seconds left here in the first half. Again, the district standings are set. The final is already done. Shadow Creek will be the district champ this year. Shadow Creek's playing Terry tonight. They're on top 35-0. Friendswood is the 2nd seed in the district. The 3rd seed is Hightower after they knocked off Foster in a surprise to many people last evening. Hightower goes in the 3rd seed, and Foster will be the 4th seed going to the playoffs. Coach, I'll tell you what, I'll be honest, I can't wait. Playoff football, it's just nothing like it.
Oh, yeah. Every game, every play means something. It's so
So
important.
big.
Yeah, it's huge every single week.
Twin receivers to the right side. Back to pass, going across. It's overthrown.
Way overthrown, yeah.
By a good 10 yards, absolutely.
And as we said, I guess the coaches Angleton, they're not satisfied with the 21-21 tie. They're trying to go and get some more points here, so they're definitely not satisfied with that. And again, we said it before, nothing to lose. Why not? Who can blame them? Let's just let it all hang out and see what they can do.
Again, that's Justice Mayon as quarterback for Angleton. He's just been a little bit off on some of those passes tonight as he has gone over the head of his intended receivers several times, and he's had the man open as well. He gets that thing together. It's going to be interesting to see how the Friendswood defense recovers from that. 38 seconds left here. 3rd down and 8 for the Wildcats. 2 backs in the backfield. Handoff up the middle. That's going to be number 28, Jose Rodriguez. He will get about 5, maybe 6. It's going to be Friendswood's going to call that timeout. As they do get the ball back, see what they can do here.
Yeah.
With a little under 30 seconds left here when they do get this thing back.
And Friendswood has, let's see what the timeouts. They still have another one.
So, yeah, they will have one to go.
A little chess match here between coaches, I guess, right?
Well, we'll see. Gurdon obviously has got the arm, so they can go up and get one more good shot at it, get in the field goal range. Call that timeout. Also, got a chance here to set up a nice return for Connor Haynes, possibly right here as well. He's itching to touch that ball every time he goes back there.
Absolutely. And you're right, Miss Nelson. She says it's a nail biter. You're absolutely correct.
Oh, yeah.
We're sitting here, and honestly, the crowd looks like they're a little surprised. I can't say it enough. They're just kind of sitting there, kind of stunned. But you can't take in this district any team for granted. So now it's going to be 4th and 3, and Angleton looks like they're going to punt with 30 seconds here in the half.
Connor Haynes is the single back there as he goes back to about his own 20, just inside that 20-yard line. See if Friendswood tries to set up a return for Haynes. Get some position. The punt is away. It's a short one. He's not going to get a return on this one. It's going to hit at the 20. Oh, and it takes a Wildcat bounce.
Oh, my goodness.
Well, it is.
That's to the 1-inch line.
That is as close as you can possibly get to the goal line. We are 99 7/8 yards away from 6.
And here's the problem. We can't just down it right here.
You cannot.
Because we are in the end zone.
You're absolutely right.
We're going to have to get it out of the end zone. Otherwise, it'd be a safety and 2 points for Angleton. So let's see.
Now, this is tough because they say, do you go your heavy package just to run this thing out of the end zone?
But now Angleton has 2 timeouts.
The chess game continues.
Yes, sir. It sure does.
Well, we'll see what they're going to do here is the personnel. They are going to go heavy. I see Mapp and I see Roney, and why not? 18 seconds left. Your goal here is just to make sure you do not end this play in the blue of the end zone. Oh, Angleton wasn't even
They
set.
weren't even set.
Handoff up the middle, still rolling. That's enough for a first down for the Mustangs to the 11. I mean, Angleton was not even set, and thank goodness. That will stop the clock as they move the chains, and I got to imagine that's going to be the last play as Coach Koopman has got to be ready.
But, you know, as a coach from Angleton, it was a timeout. I mean, it was a change of possession. They punted us. How are they not ready defensively? How are they not?
I agree with you there, Coach. I agree, but that's going to be it for the first half. We're going to go down to Erica Sykes now, and she will grab Coach Koopman. Erica, you good down there? You haven't froze to death?
Yeah, it's pretty fun standing by with all the photographers, just waiting on Coach Koopman to come over here.
Well, that was great. And by the way, Eric, just to let you know, I did see you on the big screen earlier. Congratulations.
Yep, the MCS kids like to put me on there even when I'm not expecting it.
Well, I know you know where they're looking. I know you got those angles, those MCS angles. So I'm not surprised to see you up there for sure. So we'll,
yes, sir.
Again, we're going to grab Coach Koopman here in a second. Again, the score for everyone else listening is 21-21. Maybe a surprise for a lot of people. Erica, we'll see if Coach Koopman is surprised and see what he has planned for the second half. I see him coming your way. We'll see what he has to say right now.
Yes, sir.
Equal housing lender.
My mother was very familiar with her neighborhood, but one day she stopped at the stop sign and she wasn't even really sure where she was at.
When something feels different, it could be Alzheimer's. Now is the time to talk. A message from the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council. When danger is imminent, will you be prepared? Now many mobile devices can bring you critical information from local sources you trust. With a unique sound and vibration, wireless emergency alerts keep you in the know wherever you are. Learn more at ready.gov/alerts. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
Now, the power to protect your hometown bank debit cards is in your hands. Left the store without your card? Just lock it until you get it back. Shopping around the neighborhood? Set the debit card to work only where you are. Providing a debit card to your college-bound child? Receive alerts and monitor their spending. It's simple and easy, and you're in charge. Hometown Bank prides itself on bringing your hometown banking with the best technology has to offer. Consider it the best of both worlds, merging personal service with unparalleled convenience. From internet banking to personal banking, we keep our traditions alive while looking to the future. Have you heard about Pop Money? It's the easy way to pay family, friends, and more. And you can do it right from your smartphone. You can transfer funds from your account to another just by using their email address or mobile number. Fees apply. For more information, go to htbna.bank and sign up today. You can also find us on Facebook and Twitter. Member FDIC.
Jill, why didn't you tell the class what you did this weekend?
Well, my dad and I went in search of some magical minnows and found a zillion of them in the stream from our lookout rock. Then my sister and I escaped from an evil slug king and went back to my super twig fort for safety. Then we told stories till it got dark, and the Big Dipper led us all the way home.
Wow. Where were you, Jill?
We went to the forest. It's not that far away.
Ask your parents to take you and your friends to the forest this week. It's closer than you think. Check out discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
And welcome back to the Coach's Show. Right now, we're joined as always by the head coach of the Friendswood Mustangs, Coach Robert Kootman. And Coach, first of all, congratulations! Big homecoming win last week. Just a big win for the team.
Yeah, it was just a great effort by everybody. I mean, both offense and defense. Defense especially. I mean, we just decided we wanted to give them 2 points on the first snap and kind of go from there. But then when we kicked to them and got that 3 and out, I just thought that was monumental. It's hard to say something monumental in the first quarter, but I thought it was, and I thought offensively, won a lot of points. That was a really good defense. That we kept the ball, and kind of controlled the ball and kept the pace of the game.
Yeah, I thought, we've talked about the defense a lot this year, and they've had some great games, but that was, to me, one of the better full four-quarter games they've played.
Just mentally being where you're supposed to be. They did such a great job the other night. So, as we move forward, that's kind of the building block. We want to just do that every week.
Sure. Well, this week, of course, you got a Saturday game, and how does that change your preparations, or is it harder the week after that Saturday game, going to that Friday game?
Yes and yes.
Yeah.
We're creatures of habit, and it changes your habit. It just changes how you, especially it really changes your Thursday and Friday and what you do with that, and then bringing the kids up Saturday morning. And then it does make for a short week the next week because, coaches don't have a time to decompress. By the time you get home at 6 or 7 on Saturday, we'll be back up here Sunday morning planning. And so, our goal is to take care of business and just kind of put everything to bed where we're kind of set, and then we don't have to worry about week 10.
Right. That's one of the next questions. Of course, we got playoffs coming up here. 2 weeks, 2 games left, but obviously you don't want to look too far ahead. But the same thing, you want to make sure you're in position, take care of business Saturday, and you guys are essentially you've locked it up, at least a playoff position.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And then let the chips fall where they may with the other team.
Can't control that other part. Let's go win this one, control we can control, and then that's it.
So Rosenberg, Terry, of course, playing down there in Rosenberg. Tell me a little bit about them. They seem like they've not had one of their better seasons, but I know going to Rosenberg, and I've seen Terry in the past, feel like they do things to disrupt you a little bit.
They do, because they'll get.
Hi, I'm your host, Smokey Cole Bear, filling in for Smokey, because after 75 years of...
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Turns out there's much more to say. Nearly 90% of wildfires are caused by us humans being careless, dumping our used barbecue coals willy-nilly. Guess the song was wrong. We did start the fire. That's why I respect Mother Nature and her trees, whether coniferous or new car scented. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
Hey, it's me, your cell phone. We need to talk about something serious. I know you love me. I know you like using me wherever you are, but I feel like this isn't working out when you're driving. I know you may think that it's possible to focus both on me and the road, but I just don't feel the same way. I think we should spend time away from each other when you're driving. It's for the best.
Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
Jill, why didn't you tell the class what you did this weekend?
Well, my dad and I went in search of some magical minnows and found a zillion of them in the stream from our lookout rock. Then my sister and I escaped from an evil slug king and went back to my super twig fort for safety. Then we told stories till it got dark, and the Big Dipper led us all the way home.
Wow. Where were you, Jill?
We went to the forest. It's not that far away.
Ask your parents to take you and your friends to the forest this week. It's closer than you think. Check out discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
He found them.
He seems so...
They're one of my favorite teachers. So.
Well, you have to say that. I'm sitting
I
here.
know.
Okay.
I know. No, I'm just kidding. You really were. But what's the first thing you're gonna do when you when you retire?
I really probably, I don't know. My mother and my sister live up on the Texas-Oklahoma border. I'm quite sure I'll see a lot more of them than I do now.
Mm-hmm. And did your grandson graduating play a role in you deciding this year you're going to retire?
Probably. It was just everything came together. It was the time to quit. So we'll graduate together.
And what are you going to miss most about FHS? I know.
Kids and teachers. I mean, Mr. Griffon is my 12th principal, and I will tell you right now, he is one in a million. I'll miss him a lot.
Yes. I'm sure he'll miss you, too. I mean, you've been here. Everyone knows you. You're an icon.
Well, thank you.
Thank you so much for being on tonight, Ms. Peppersmith. We're sure happy you came on.
Okay.
We'll cut back to halftime.
We very clearly told him not to look up there.
I'm honestly impressed that he was able to do it.
Right? What, did he balance on that big chair?
Yeah, I mean, I guess he'll just know what his gifts are this year.
I really thought we had hidden them well.
If they can find their presents, they can find a gun.
911, what is your emergency?
Every day, 8 kids and teens are unintentionally killed or injured by loaded and unlocked guns. Learn how to make your home safer at endfamilyfire.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and End Family Fire.
My mother was very familiar with her neighborhood, but one day she stopped at the stop sign and she wasn't even really sure where she was at.
When something feels different, it could be Alzheimer's. Now is the time to talk. A message from the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
Have you been dreaming of a home renovation? Are you looking to purchase a home? Is it time to refinance? With money to loan and the will to help, the best place to borrow is right at home. At Hometown Bank, dreams are built one family at a time. Stop in to see one of their experienced loan officers today. Hometown Bank is your local bank with deep roots in our community. With big league resources and services, that strength is used for local families and businesses. Come see how being local makes a big difference in banking at Hometown Bank. Visit Facebook, Twitter, or htbna.bank for more information. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
If you love them enough to listen to them practice the same song on tuba, please be done. Over and over and over and over and over. Then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat to make sure they're correctly buckled in the back seat.
Sounds good, honey.
Check today at nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
When danger is imminent, will you be prepared? Now many mobile devices can bring you critical information from local sources you trust. With the unique sound and vibration, wireless emergency alerts keep you in the know wherever you are. Learn more at ready.gov/alerts. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
I believe he found them.
He seems sorry.
We very clearly told him not to look up there.
I'm honestly impressed that he was able to do it.
Right? What, did he balance on that big chair?
Yeah, I mean, I guess he'll just know what his gifts are this year.
I really thought we had hidden them well.
If they can find their presents, they can find a gun.
911, what is your emergency?
Every day, 8 kids and teens are unintentionally killed or injured by loaded and unlocked guns. Learn how to make your home safer at endfamilyfire.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and End Family Fire.
Uh-oh, Brad's buzzed. Oh, yeah? Yeah, he started with the loose. Good thing is, he knows if he's buzzed.
Know your buzzed warning signs? Call for a ride when it's time to go. Buzz driving is drunk driving. Visit Trinita and the Ad Council.
If you love them enough to listen to them practice the same song on tuba, Check nhtsa.gov/the-right seat to make sure they're correctly buckled in the back seat.
Sounds good, honey.
Check today at nhtsa.gov/the-right seat. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
With 7 locations to serve you, including 2 in Friendswood at FM 528 and Bay Area Boulevard and on South Friendswood Drive, Hometown Bank is your community bank with hometown pride. They are locally owned and operated, which means customers come first, and they work hard to make Friendswood a great place to live by sponsoring local events and charities that further serve the community we share. Their personable staff will make you feel at home right from the start. Do you like your bank? You should.
And welcome back to Henry Winston, where the halftime score is 21 for Friendswood and a surprising 21 for the Angleton Wildcats. We are all knotted up here. 24 minutes left here in this regular season, and this is, again, senior night for the Friendswood Mustangs. These seniors, even though they've already got another game set, the last thing they want to do is come out with a loss on senior night. We're going to do some halftime stats now with Coach Fritz. Before we do that, we want to thank our sideline reporter, Erica Sykes, for that wonderful interview with a living legend in Friendswood, Pepper Smith. If you missed it, go back to it, but don't do it right now because we're fixing to get this thing kicked off. Coach Fritz, let's have some stats.
Luke Gurdon right now, 10 for 16, 134 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception, a 102.6 quarterback rating, and he's actually leading the team in rushing with 5 carries, 42 yards, a team total of 95 yards for 229 yards total offense for Friendswood. Not bad for a half. And again, we're still stuck here at 21-21. We've got 5 or 6 receivers who've gotten the ball sent their way, and hopefully Friendswood will do a better job on fourth down. We mentioned earlier, we're just 2 for 5 on fourth downs in this game, and I know that's only 40%. We're actually below that for the season.
Right, yeah.
So we got to do a little better job of converting those third downs.
Well, Friendswood will receive the kick. The special teams game has been interesting to say the least. We've seen a pooch, we've seen an onside, we've seen a deep one, we've seen a return for Angleton.
And he does it again.
We've seen an onside here. That is recovered by the Wildcats.
You just called it.
That did go 10, and there you go. My goodness.
They've done that twice, or at least they've attempted it twice. They recovered it one time there. Now they're going to have great field position here going in on the 49-yard line. And like we said earlier, just throw out all the stops. You might as well give it a shot here as Angleton goes out and tries to give anything they can to get a little momentum here. Koopman's talking to him, making sure they went 10 yards, talking to all the officials. He might disagree with the call there, but they're going to give the ball to Angleton. First down.
He got me. I don't think the ball was touched until it crossed the 50.
Me either.
That's where it is spotted. He caught it right there. And
Coach Koopman's still pleading his case.
Well, again,
you don't blame him.
The video will be the truth, but of course there is no video replay here. And Coach Koopman is not going to win the argument, but that's not going to stop him from trying. So Angleton, again, this game just continues to go the way it has, which is Angleton's throwing every possible thing they can at the Mustangs. 3 backs in the backfield. Now you have 2s. 1 offset to the right. Pitch back to Jones. Jones are on the right side. There's a swarm of defenders for the Mustang. Well, that's a heck of a spot they get. That's a 3-yard gain. I don't think he got 1. They're about a 2.5-yard gain up there on the that top official.
And that was the first time it looked like Angleton really this game has done a little pitch. They've mostly done those inside handoffs, those counters. That was more of a pitch back to running back where he got some momentum going, even though Friendswood, though, was on that one. And that pretty generous spot. I may go by their house next Halloween, maybe get some generous candy coming my way. My goodness.
Now they moved it back a half yard. So it was a 2nd down and 8 for the Wildcats. Just underway here in the third quarter. 1 back in the backfield now as motion's out. Handoff up the middle, and there goes the big fella to the 40, down to the 38. That is J.T. Anderson, and he is a load to bring down. That's a 1st and 10 now for the Wildcats. Ball spotted on the Friendswood 38-yard line.
Yeah, we mentioned earlier he has a 7-yard average and has scored 6 touchdowns this season prior to this game. So he definitely is something to be reckoned with as they keep going and trying to eat up the clock and score at their pace.
Yeah, you got 2 of the top 6 runners in the district here for the Angleton Wildcats as his backfield mate Jordan Jones is leading the district. Nice little counter option that play. Jones nowhere to go though. Friendswood was not fooled trying to strip that ball out. They do not. They're gonna say got right back to the line of scrimmage. Gonna bring up a 2nd down now and 10 for the Wildcats.
Yeah, great job by those linebackers. We mentioned that many times all year long, how the linebackers play a great job. And of course, our D-line, when it's got Spiller on one side, Reyes on the other, and Jared Yawn in the middle, they're definitely clogging up those holes as best they can to let those linebackers get through the gaps.
2nd down and 10, balls on the Friendswood 38-yard line, spotted on the right hash. 2 backs in the backfield, and we have a whistle and a timeout by Angleton. That's a quick use of timeout here in the second half. But regardless, we will see, and we'll see if we can go down and get a quick update from Erica here in just if we can in just a second. Here in the second half, as the Friendswood fans are, still a little bit surprised. And Erica, if we can go down to Erica here real quick and see, Erica, what's the Is the crowd into it? It looks from our angle like we're still a little bit surprised.
So the drum line just came over by the student section, so the student section's getting pretty hyped up.
Good.
And I see the parents. It's a little bit spotty in this section, but there's still a bunch there. So hopefully it picks up this half.
Well, good. I like what you said. The drum line. Hey, tell them play all night. We need everything we can get.
Yeah, they sure get people hyped up.
All right, thank you, Erica.
Yeah.
And that's Erica Sykes on the sideline, enjoying this nice winter weather. It's really fall weather, but I've lived here forever. It's pretty wintry to us. Twin receivers to the right side. Man in motion. Toss, left side. Needs one more block, doesn't get it. He's going to be brought down for a law there. You can see he got back to the line of scrimmage. The spots have been uber generous for Angleton, but he does get back to the line of scrimmage. That's Trayvon Smith. And it is now 3rd down and just short of 10 for the Wildcats. Ball is spotted on the 38-yard line of your Mustangs.
Now we'll see some of the players trying to get the parents hyped
Yes,
up. And the
and
sidelines
it's
have
right.
a big 3rd down stop right here that Friendswood needs to make.
Again, big night indeed. Has no bearing on the playoff race, but it's senior night, and you do not want to go in the playoffs coming off a loss to a non-playoff team. Quarterback rolls out, looking deep. He's overthrown every receiver tonight. He does it again. Just the timing is just not there. Looking for number 4 that time, Cameron Stone, and he has just been high. Coastal's receivers are getting past the secondary, but the timing is just not there.
Yeah, it's just not there. And there have been a heavy run offense all year long, like we mentioned, over 1,800 yards and just over 800 passing in the season so far. So they've really leaned on their running game, and it seemed like the time, like you said, just not quite there. He's been deep almost every single time. And had that ball been a little bit shorter, probably been picked off by,
that one would have been right.
Number 5, Connor Haynes.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I want to give a quick shout out to my father-in-law, Dwayne Reese, out there listening to us. Thank you, big guy. Now, I call him big guy. He's only about 5'8" on a really good day, but he's a high-quality man, and I appreciate him letting me be part of the family. So thank you so much, big guy, for listening. He says we sound good, and we appreciate you, sir, listening.
Oh, very nice.
Well, I'm trying to get in the wheel. You know what I mean?
I see what you're doing.
I'm just doing the best I can.
Big guy. That's good. I like that. Oh, very nice.
He is an awesome father-in-law. I got to give him and Amy's mom and dad are great quality people, good people to look up to as far as marriage and family and decisions. They're great people. I'm very, very blessed to be part of their family. So got our Angle player hurt. Looks like he's up now walking off the field. Glad the Angle man doesn't sit down too long. Gives a little time for the defense to kind of regroup here and see what we're going to do with 9:10 left in the 3rd quarter.
Well, here we are, 4th down and 10. This is territory anywhere where you might be thinking 4-down territory.
Right.
When you're Angleton, why not?
Right, absolutely.
Your season's over in less than 24 game minutes.
Right.
Go for it.
You might as well, because, a punt's not going to do anything for them. Probably go in the end zone to bring it back. It looks like they are going to go for it right here, 4th and 10.
Twin receivers to the left side now. We're going to have a single receiver. Got tight to the right. We're going to have more motion. Now we have twins to the right side. One back in the backfield with Mayon. Oh, now he's going to do a little maybe quick kick.
It.
And he is going to kick this one away. See if he can pin Friendswood down. And this one's not quite like their last ones. It rolls into the end zone. So Friendswood, little breathing room for the Mustangs. Tie ball game, and they will get the football back now to the touchback. 9:05 left here in the 3rd quarter. All knotted up at 21.
And like you said, Angleton's pulling out all the stops. They're trying different stuff, different formations, trying some quick pooches, some quick kicks, some onside kicks, some things that are going deep in the playbook and pulling out there. And again, why not? Why not give it a shot, see if they can make an upset here. Now let's see what the Mustang offense can do. Is they got to go down the field 80 yards.
Trips formation right side, Gurdon, handoff, Palis, cuts set to the left. Going to be about 2-yard gain for Noah Palis. Gets him to the 23-yard line. 2nd down and 7 now for the Mustangs.
Mustangs looking at the sidelines, trying to figure out what the next play is going to be. Looks like they're going to go trips to the left. Trips to the right. Top side of the screen. Gurdon back to pass.
Oh,
hey, no flag.
You can say he slipped down. There's a flag.
There's a flag. Thank you, sir.
Came out. I think he just had to dig a long way in the pocket to find that one.
Yeah, the field judge back there took him a while to grab that flag and get out. That was definitely, though, pass
Well,
interference.
I don't know if they were saying maybe he slipped down, but I thought he got pushed. But regardless, we'll Fish just saying, I had it the whole time, just had to find the flag.
Took me a second.
We can say defensive holding. It is defensive holding.
So it's not really a PI, it's just defensive holding. What's the difference on penalty on that? Is that going to make it?
So they're going to roll this
10
thing up.
versus 15, so that's going to give us first down either way.
First down and 10. Ball will be spotted right at the Friendswood 33-yard line. I'm not sure. Garden, back to pass. Man, out of the backfield, Palitz. He is brought down for a loss. Loss of 1.
And if you're the defense coordinator for Angleton, you know that Friendswood likes to go in the flats. Gurdon likes to get those skill guys out of the backfield there in the flats, so they got to have their assignments right on the money, and that time they did so, and they got no gain out of that. The Mustangs did not, and Angleton played that play out very, very well on the defensive side.
Doubles formation. Now, trips to the left side. Empty backfield for Gurdon. We've seen Gurdon run a little bit tonight. Gurdon, screen. Just over the outstretched hands of the lineman. Caught by Palitz. Flipped upside down.
That was close.
Give him 5. That was very close to being a pick.
That was close.
I mean, just over the fingertips of the Angleton lineman. It's going to bring up a third down and 6. They give him 4 on that one. Twin receivers to both sides now. Doubles formation. Palitz offset to Gurdon's right side. 7:24 left here in the third quarter. All knotted up at 21 here from Henry Winston. Senior night. Last game of the regular season. High snap. Gurdon corrals it. Gurdon floats a beauty. That ball is incomplete.
Looked like it was in and out of the hands of Dawson Johnson. That was going to be an amazing catch, though.
It would have been, and that was in double coverage right there as the receivers pretty much running side by side. And Johnson almost comes up with that football. Great effort by Dawson Johnson.
And usually you tend to see when there's two receivers in the same area, somebody might have ran a wrong route, because usually you don't want to put both guys in there because that puts two defenders in the position as well. So I don't know if that's the case or not, but that's a guess on my part.
So Gurdon will punt this ball away. Ball is on the 37-yard line.
He got blocked.
He gets that off. He almost had that thing blocked. It's going to hit at the 40. Take a Friendswood bounce to the 35-yard line.
That was – I don't know how that didn't get blocked, Kirk. It looked like it was so close to being blocked. Must have gone right between the defender's hands. My goodness.
Absolutely. Well, we're going to go down real quick to Erica Sykes. Erica, do you have someone for us?
Yeah, I have senior cheerleader Savannah Perry standing by. Savannah, what's your favorite part about Friday Night Lights throughout these 4 years?
My favorite part is the energy the crowd brings, and definitely when the drum line comes during third quarter. It's just a lot of energy.
What are you going to miss most? I mean, hopefully we still have a few more games in the bag, but, I mean, what are you going to miss most about these games?
I'm just going to miss being on the sidelines with all my friends and cheering on the football players and just the whole energy and vibes.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Savannah.
Excellent, Erica. Thank you so much. That was a great interview from Erica Sykes. And I know those cheerleaders do a great job. I mean, sometimes they don't get the recognition they deserve, but I tell you what, they're out here working hard, just like the band, the Blue Crew, the trainers, everyone out here. It's a team effort that goes beyond the football players. But right now, for the football players, they got one. They got a tough one right here. It's still knotted up at 21. Just under 7 minutes left here in the third quarter. Angleton gets the football back. Ball is spotted on the 38-yard line of Angleton. Toss, right side. Big fella, 45, 47. The bus rolls. That number 35, J.T. Anderson.
That guy runs hard, Kirk. We mentioned his yardage of 505 yards earlier. It's only on 72 carries, so he has about only two-thirds the carries of the leader, Jordan Jones, Angleton, at 903 yards. So he definitely has done a great job. And again, a nice average of 7 yards per carry.
Pass out, caught.
Boom, hit.
Oh, immediately hit, but that's enough for a first down. Only needed a couple.
Yeah, that's still a nice hit, a good takedown by Connor Haynes.
You think Haynes likes to hit?
I think Haynes just loves the game of football. He does a great job on every aspect of it. So proud of that young man and the hard work he's put in all these years.
Ball is now in Friendswood territory. Handoff up the middle to the bus. He's going to get 5, maybe 6. Anderson rolls again. He got hit at the line of scrimmage, coach, and just kept on
just
pushing.
Keeps those legs to churn. Yeah, he definitely rumbles, bumbles, stumbles, and gets all the way through there. Man, he's not going to be taken down by one guy.
Ball is spotted now at the Friendswood 44-yard line. Angleton on a roll here. Little counter action to Jones. Nowhere for him to go.
Not that time.
Good hit. Got Ryan Hilton in there early. Then a few others as well. Have a Friendswood player down. We'll
can't tell from here. That I don't see a number.
5:41 left here in the third quarter. When we come back to live action, it will be a third down and about 5.
And you really can't tell what happened. That big pile of players out there. There's so many guys involved that you just can't see what happened.
The players up. And coming off looks like Ryan Helton.
No, I'm sorry, 64, Jared Yawn. Yes, sir.
Yawn, excuse
yes, sir,
me. I
Jared
saw that
Yawn.
4 pop up first.
Yes, sir.
You know, help off the sideline. Hope he can be just fine. It's going to bring up a third down and 5 now for the Angleton Wildcats. Ball is in Friendswood territory at their 44-yard line.
Seth Downs in there taking up the nose guard duties.
So Downs got some good plays this year, Coach, and that's a
yes, sir.
Good replacement to have right there. Little tight end flip right here to the left side. 2 backs in the backfield. Handoff, Jones, left side. He's not going to get a first, but he's going to get about 3, about 2 yards short. Got a little
chippy. Did he throw a flag on that?
I did not see a flag.
Okay, did not. I thought he was reaching for one real quick.
A little extracurricular.
Oh, yeah.
That's not surprising in a game like this.
No, it's tight game.
Here we go again. 4-down territory. Ball's in the 41. Last time, a little quick kick from Angleton to get it out. We'll see.
So I'll probably try to do a freeze play right here, see if he'll jump. Be the first thing I would try.
4th, and they have it at 2. 4:52 left. Tie ball game. 21-21. Now they're going to run a play. Handoff to the big fella. The bus rumbles for 3. He gets it, goes about 2.5. Needed 2.
And they're going to spot it at first down,
Well,
it looks like.
Ryan Hilton's going to the field, but look at that spot. It's a first down. According to the spot, now he's going. The initial spot was a first. But now, where the spot is, I still think it's a first. But it's on the line. It's right there at the yard line. So we will get a measurement. Yeah, that first spot was about a yard past it.
Yeah, I believe they're going to give it to him. I believe it's going to be enough.
Well,
and it is a football length enough. Yep.
First down for the Wildcats. This drive continues. 4:36 left here now in the third quarter. Just had an announcement from Tony Hopkins that the Friendswood Mustangs girls volleyball team will take on Shadow Creek in the next round as Shadow Creek knocks off Barbers Hill, a perennial power in the volleyball playoffs this evening. Handoff up the middle, Jones. Jones rumbles for about 3.
There's so much movement on those counters. They got running backs going left and right. You're not sure exactly who to. It's almost like the old wishbone they used to run back in the day. They definitely do a good job of that and keep those guys churning. They're trying to get chunks of yards at a time. The clock is running. It's already 4 minutes left in the third quarter, Kirk.
And I can't imagine Angleton being in any hurry. Just
Absolutely
keep churning
not.
a few yards of carry right here. Don't think we'll see a lot of passing. Because what they're doing is effective right now. Got a flip situation here. Got twin receivers to the right side. Big fella Anderson in the backfield. Jones, sweep, left side. Oh, nowhere to go.
Nick About 41.
Yes, sir.
Getting in the backfield, tripping him up. I don't think Jones expected him to be there that soon.
No.
Great job, young man. Friendswood defense. Again, Nick About number 41. You know, Kirk, and at some point you would think, we mentioned earlier about the limited number of subs that Angleton have, that at some point tonight they're going to get tired. It's going to be fourth quarter where Friendswood's going to take over. We'll just see. But right now they look energized. They look like they're doing what they want to do with 3:20 and counting. They're looking good. I hate to say it, but they are.
They are. And I don't understand why they try to run outside when you've been so effective getting 3 or 4 yards of carry up the middle. But
I think they're maybe just trying to keep him honest every now and then.
I think so. Quarterback back in the gun, looking to pass. It is 3rd and 10. Goes up top. Got a man. Oh, my goodness. It's incomplete. Dropped. He finally gets one on the numbers.
He threw a strike that time. Yep.
Christian Parkins just drops the football.
It hit him right in the hands. That would have been a first down and then some. That would have got him within about the 10-yard line.
Goodness.
That's deflating, and it's going to make it 4th down. They're going to have to go for it right here.
Mayon's got everything. I finally get a beautiful shot,
right.
And that's the result.
Oh, man.
Coach Koopman looking for a hole down there on the offensive line, but did not get one. Here comes the punt.
Oh, he fumbled it.
He fumbles the snap. He will fall. Mayon falls on the football, and it is going to be Friendswood ball at the Friendswood 46-yard line. There's a break you need right there for the Mustangs. Because that ball hit him like it just hit Parkins. It just hit him right in the hands.
I wonder if
it dropped it.
Right. I wonder if it's getting colder out there. I wonder if that's something to do with it. With the hands are getting a little tighter. Can't grip the ball as easy. I'm not sure exactly what caused that, but you're going to see how Friendswood can take advantage of that mistake that Angleton just made.
You got to keep them hands warm. Game like this, keep it going. 2:54 left here in the 3rd quarter. Still all knotted up. Twin receivers to the right side, single receiver left. Gurdon across the middle, incomplete.
Intended for Dawson Johnson,
Dawson
number 4. Yes,
Johnson.
sir. There's just a little wide right on that pass. Dawson couldn't bring that one in. He had to dive out. Wasn't able to bring it home.
Second down and 10. Clock stop, 2:49. Handoff left side.
Good stiff arm.
Is that Tomko or Paylitz? I can't. That's Paylitz on that. Those guys checks. Tomko, Paylitz, Ravich.
Looked like he might have been stopped for no gain. A little stiff arm gave him a little bit extra burst and got a couple yards on that run.
3rd down and 4 now inside Angleton territory. We've played this half like between the 30s. It's just been the same area for both teams right now. Something's got to give. Friendswood has an opportunity. They got a great field position on this. Can they convert? 3rd down and 4. Gurdon back to pass. Got Johnson in the middle. He also, however, has got another man. It's caught. 30, 20, 10. Touchdown.
It is Patrick Elizondo, number 15.
That is Elizondo. Had Johnson in the middle, but he liked his odds with Elizondo, and I like those too. My goodness.
It looked like the defender thought that maybe the other guy was going to tackle him, and the other guy thought the other guy was going to tackle him. Neither one really made much of an attempt. The next thing you know, Elizondo turned on the jets and just scooted down the field for the big 6.
And there's the Friendswood fans.
There they are.
Yeah,
there they are.
Glad to see you.
That's right. I know Patrick's mom's down there excited, giving it.
Well, maybe she got everybody fired up because now everybody else is standing up. And much needed. That's what Friendswood needs right there. Shot in the arm. 2:01 left here in the 3rd quarter. Friendswood finally on top in this ball game, 28-21. Beautiful strike from Gurdon to Elizondo. I'm stopping to talk for a second. I'm ready to see the instant replay on the big board, and we're going to see it now. Again, he had a couple men open on that. Elizondo just run a little slant and got past the first defender, but like you said, there was 2 guys going for him, and I think both slowed up.
Yeah, it looked like one defender was trying to go for the interception, and when he went for it, he dove, but he knocked the other defender out of the way, which gave it a free rein for Elizondo to scoot all the way in for the 6. And Kirk, we go back to just about a minute and a half ago. That 3rd down, Angleton had it right into his hands. He dropped it. He didn't make the catch. That totally changed. That could have been a 14-point swing right here.
Yes, absolutely. Kickoff is short, down to the 17-yard line. Return to the 20, 25, 30. We've seen one. We're going to see another one. 50, 45, 40. Finally brought out of bounds at the 34-yard line. And I Coach Thomas is pulling out whatever hair he's got left. Special teams coordinator has got to be flustered right now. He's given up one. Almost gives up a second one right there. Coach Ted Thomas, I love you. But my goodness, I know he's going to be beside himself right now. 28-21 Friendswood, 1:52 left here in the 3rd quarter. Ball is spotted on the Friendswood 31. And you just take all the momentum back, and now it's right back in the hands of Angleton.
Yeah, it's a game of momentum. It's a game of possessions. You got to make the most of each possession. Looks like Friendswood has done that. Then all of a sudden, Angleton comes out with a great return. I would definitely say the special teams, the Angleton side, has definitely been their advantage and not Friendswood's.
Mayon on the quarterback keeper on the left side brings about 2 yards, and that carry brings up a 2nd down and 8. 1:36 left here in the third quarter. We are just over 1 quarter left in this regular season, and for Angleton, this is their last quarter coming up of football for the season, and they're right in this ball game, down 7 to your Friendswood Mustangs. 2 backs in the backfield for Mayon. Man in motion, twin receivers down to the right side. Handoff, the big fella, Anderson. He is brought down that time. Get excited, Jackson Stevens. You should be.
Nice hit by Jackson. Nobody to come out for some reason and block him second level. He wrapped up Anderson and just took him down to the ground.
We've seen a couple of good collisions tonight between those two 35s, Stevens and Anderson. Brings up now a 3rd down and 5. And Coach Fritz, I'm not a coach. Those days are gone. But the way they're running, I would go 2 more runs just like that. You're in 4-down territory.
Absolutely.
The air has not been your friend tonight if you're an Angleton Wildcat fan. We'll see what they do here. Twin receivers to the right side. Mayon does put it in the air. It's caught, spun around, still on his feet. He's going to be about a yard short.
That's going to be short. I'm surprised they did that too, Kirk, as well. Maybe they're trying to keep the Mustang defense on their heels. But I got the big boy 35. I would be running him up the gullet 2 or 3 times in a row.
Play, 4th and 1. You already have a heavy package. It's called JT Anderson.
Yeah, absolutely.
That man, the football. That was a good catch by Parker, though. He's the one that dropped the last one on that last drive.
Maybe trying to go right back to him like we mentioned earlier, trying to get his confidence up too. Let's see what Angleton pulls out right here.
Well, they're not going to do anything right here. They're going to take a break. It's the end of the third quarter. The score is Friendswood 28, Angleton 21. When we come back, it will be 4th and 1 for the Angleton Wildcats. And if we can go down the field real quick to Erica Sykes. Erica, the crowd finally got into it.
Oh, for sure. And I'm standing by senior Mia Gonzalez in the student section. Mia, how's the energy been tonight in here?
The energy's been really good. The guys are playing great, and hopefully they pull off this win tonight.
Yeah, I think, and they're obviously going to the playoffs. They're going to be in multiple rounds. So will you be there supporting them?
Yes, ma'am, I will be. Let's go, Mustangs!
All right. That was wonderful. I'm going to stop the bleeding in my ears. But tell her thank you so much. She was outstanding. Can't wait to see her in the playoffs. Thanks,
Super hyped up. Yes.
Awesome. Thank you. All right. Well, that was wonderful. And that's the kind of enthusiasm we need for the rest of this ballgame and continuing now in the playoffs next week as every game gets more and more important week after week. Well, this is a big play right here. That goes without saying. 4th and 1. That's a long one, by the way, for the Wildcats. I do see Anderson in the backfield. You got to think, unless they try to get too cheap, they're going to go to him. But we shall see. Man in motion. Anderson, handoff.
And he's got it more.
And then some. Why not? My goodness, he's a load.
He is. He absolutely is. He keeps those feet churning. That's a great job of that young man. And really, the O-line got a good job there, and they blew this off the line of scrimmage there. It's now going to be first and what? First, so they can get a first down. So it's going to be first from the 15.
First and 15,
so they'll be able to get another 4 set of downs if they don't score on these.
Again, Angleton down 7. Friendswood just took their first lead just a few minutes ago. Angleton has been driving ever since. One man in the backfield. That man is Anderson. Anderson with the handoff.
Not this time.
He is hit first.
It was Elliott. Spiller was in there.
Spiller got in there first. Great job. And just slows him down just enough where you can get 3 or 4 other players with him. And Anderson's strong, but he's not going to go 2, 2 or 3 of them. But it's just the key is, like you said, he get in there quick. You got to get that first initial hit early before he gets that head of steam.
And you got guys like Spiller on the right and Matthew Reyes on the left. It's hard for those guys to get around the outside, which gives the linebackers time to get up to the middle. So great job by our D-line there.
Jones and Anderson both in the backfield right now for Mayon, 2nd and 10. Mayon pitch to Jones, right side. Jones gets outside 1, gets around 2. Joe, my goodness, he lowers his shoulder and gets in the end zone for 6. Jordan Jones for the 6. That's that thunder and lightning they have back there. You hand the ball off to Anderson, just punishes you on the inside, and then Jones can go on the outside. But he does a little punishment on his own there as he gets in the end zone.
He does. He's not leading the district in rushing for nothing. Boy,
No.
I tell you what, that was a great run by him, little pitch outside, and he was not going to step out of bounds. He's going to deal some damage when he crossed that line.
And that's going to give him close to 1,000 yards. He came in 87 yards short. I believe he got that on that one right there. Extra point, and it's a big one. Kick is up, and the kick is good. 10:38 left here in the regular season, and we are all knotted up again. This battle continues. Any hope Coach Cooper and the staff had of getting his players in and out early has all been thrown out the window.
And it was all set up by that great return by number 5 for Angleton, Trayvon Smith. So what Friendswood's going to have to watch over the last 10 minutes is that they don't have a special play like that. They either return a punt or a kickoff or maybe a pick six, something like that. They got to take care of the football, got to get down the field and get a score. So we got to eat some clock too.
Yes.
We got to make sure, because Angleton's going to eat that clock. So we got to make sure we get a lead and try to eat some clock off that. So we'll see what they got dialed up here. It'd be nice if Friendswood on the special teams aspect right here would get a kickoff. But what's Angleton going to do on the kickoff? They've had two onside. They've had two pooches. They've had one deep. We'll see what they're going to try to do
Coach,
here.
if I'm Angleton, I pooch it again. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't go deep at all. There's no reason. Again, your season's over in 10:38. Why leave anything out there? They're setting up for a deep kick, but who knows? It has been a special teams game for sure, and they are winning that battle. The Angleton Wildcats are tonight. Score all knotted up.
They're doing it
28-21.
again.
There's an onside. It is.
Oh, but he's out of bounds.
He caught it out of bounds. They set up for the deep kickoff. Pretty kick by, who's that kicker, number 3?
I think it's number 12. That's Jose Hernandez.
That is
it looks
Hernandez,
like.
you're right. And just a little too much on that ball. Those are so hard to get anyway. You got to have the right bounce. That was a tough one.
It's like we're watching Madden here. Just kicking off onsides every single time to see what happens. So now that's going to be a penalty because it went out of bounds, right? So is that going to mark it
We're going
back?
to sit it back at the 49-yard line now of Angleton, where
All
Friendswood will start this drive. And Coach Ted Thomas, he's going to see this in his sleep all night. He's just going to see kick returns, onside kicks galore. Trips receivers, right side, handoff.
Veach power.
I was going to say it's got to be Veach because he put his head down and decided nowhere to go but at the middle. Jared Veach get about 2 yards on that carry. Brings up a 2nd down and 8 now for the Mustangs. Again, just inside the 50, ball spotted at the 47-yard line.
You know, and this is the moment that Friendswood Mustangs just need to be efficient. We don't need a big play. We just need efficient plays and take chunks at a time whatever the defense.
Pressured. Garden dropped. Yep. No, I thought the ball came loose. Garden hung on to it. He is dropped for about a 4, maybe 5-yard sack on that play. Brings them back past the 50 in their own territory now to the Friendswood 49. Brings them a 3rd down and 12 now.
Looked like that was number 30 there, Landris White, who made the sack on that play.
Not opportune for the Mustangs. Ball is on their own 49. Clock rolling. Plenty of time left in this ball game. 9:30 in the game. Twin receivers both sides. Gurdon from the pistol. Pass up top to Christian Lee. That ball is incomplete. 2 defenders there. Tipped it up. Tough pass. Would have been an incredible catch by Lee. Did everything he could. However, it's going to go for naught. It'll be a 4th down and 12. Friendswood will have to kick this ball away. And I'm just going to say it. Special teams, Here we go.
I was going to say the same thing as
but it's our turn to have a special teams break now.
Yeah, number 4, Cameron Stone is back. And as far as the season goes in district, on the punt returns, he is actually 2nd in district.
Ooh. Garden, that ball is almost blocked again. He gets it off. Stone back to the 10, 15, 20. Wow, beautiful hit right there. Who got him, Coach?
32, is that Moses Garcia?
32 is Ryan Parks.
Ryan Parks. There you go, Ryan Parks.
Beautiful hit as he got past the first line defenders, and we just get a little nervous right there. Parks shut it down. 1st and 10, balls on the 24-yard line of Angleton. It is Angleton ball. There are 9 minutes left, 9:09 to be precise. Angleton has had success with the run.
Right. They can definitely eat some chunk off that clock the way they've been running the ball all game.
Oh, okay. Got a little man in motion there. Handoff up the middle. Didn't see if that was Anderson or Jones.
I think that's Jones up the middle, which would
surprise me.
Yeah, it'd be surprising, but it is. And got a player down for Angleton.
$8:57 left here in the ball game.
It looks like Anderson will be making its way onto the offense here. And, you know, Kirk, we sit here as we wind down with 8:57 to go in the fourth quarter in a tie ball game. Either way you slice it, this is going to be the last regular season game for both players on both sides. I know Friendswood's going on to playoffs, but Angleton is not. It's still just I don't know if it's I say it, I hate to use the word sad, but I know a friend of ours, the Matzels. I don't know if you remember Pete Matzel, who played at Friendswood. His sister played ball for me, Hannah, and they said after his senior year, after the regular season game, they came home. Everybody come home from the house, kind of wind down from the game. They go upstairs, and Pete is sitting on his bed with his helmet on. And they just asked him, said, Pete, what's the matter? And he just kind of couldn't believe it was over. He'd spent so long playing the game, such a big part of his life. And he went on, of course, to play college football. But high school football is one of those things that it's just such a huge part of your life, things you can look back on, the memories, the friendships, the teamwork, the camaraderie, all the many things. It instills discipline. It instills attitude. It instills character. Got to keep your grades up. Part of a family. So many things that all just culminates. And when it's your last game, whether it be in the playoffs or regular season, it's got to hit those kids hard. And, again, you've been through it with year two. And I know Garrison's been playing basketball since he was his first league ever. He was 4 years old. He is now a sophomore. He's got 2.5 years to go to finish up. And my wife and I, we just don't want it ever to end, you know.
Well, and I remember what Justin told me when it was all over and he decided football was done. You know, played college for a little bit.
Right.
Just said that I said because I thought when he gave it up, you loved the game. I said, I just so much loved the game. I loved my teammates. You know,
absolutely.
You grow up in a town like Friendswood where these guys have been playing together since second, third,
absolutely.
fourth grade.
Yep.
And they've gone through so many battles together. They are your brothers. And that's what you come back for. That's what you come back from injuries from, all that, is to compete with your brothers. And, God, Friendswood, this team has it for sure, just like many teams have had for Friendswood over the years. 2nd down and 8 now for the Angleton Wildcats. Ball is spotted on their 26-yard line. Mayon, screen, caught.
Ron Helton says, no, sir.
Man.
He read that one out. Dare I say, like a rat on a Cheeto, right?
Absolutely.
Good job, Ron Helton.
Absolutely.
Had to throw that one in there.
It's going to bring up a 3rd down and 10 now for the Wildcats. Ball spotted down their own 24. To hear the crowd getting into it a little bit, I know we're going to go down and we'll visit with Erica in just a second. Once we get this play off, hopefully it's a leads to a 4th down. But right now, we'll see if we can get this off. Friendswood defense hold. The crowd is getting into it. I see. We can keep them going here. Big play for the Mustangs. 3rd and 10. 7:55 left here in the fourth quarter. Mayon back to pass. Goes across the middle. That ball is incomplete. Broken up by number 14, Trey Mapp. Senior Trey Mapp. Huge play on senior night. He didn't make that play, Coach Fritz. There's 6 points right there because there was nothing else back there.
He was the only one back. Great defense, no flag. He timed that just perfectly. Good job, Trey Mapp. Proud of you, son. Great defense right there. Held him. It's going to be
absolutely.
Yeah, they're going to have to kick this thing away with 7:45 to go in the fourth. Give Friendswood a chance to come down here and score and break this thing open.
Friendswood ought to get great field position. If we can get any kind of return from Connor Haynes, he is spotted right now on his own 45-yard line. Kick is off. He should be able to get some return on this. Gets it at the 42. He's going to be brought down immediately at the 45-yard line. Eric, are you down there with us right now?
On here with player Cole Kelly. Cole, what is it going to take for this team to win in this final quarter?
Hard work, determination, and teamwork.
What key players are you hoping to see shine in the playoffs and in this final quarter?
On the offensive side, definitely Christian Lee. And on the defensive side, Connor Haynes.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely. We're looking forward to Cole Kelly getting back out there himself. Thank you, Erica. All right. So Cole Kelly had a great season for us up to this point. Had a little injury there towards the end of the year. Ready for him to get back. I know the basketball coaches are too. Gurdon back to pass. Got a man caught out of the backfield. 50, 40.
That's Dawson Johnson,
35.
number 4.
Dawson Johnson,
Nice.
great run after the catch. Gets down to the 33, 32-yard line of Angleton. Friendswood now getting this thing rolling, 7:22. All knotted up. Need a score to take this lead here, 32 yards away from pay dirt.
Yeah, Dawson just lined up in the slot, ran a little simple 5 across route, gave it to him, and made some motion after the catch. Good job there, number 4.
Gurdon back in the pistol, twin receivers both sides. Caught. Christian Lee nowhere to go. He's trying to break away from 1. Breaks away from 2. Christian gets about 4 on that one.
Sure
and that
did.
was all Christian Lee.
Absolutely. Got a little stiff arm there, a little spin, kept those legs turning. Good job. Got some positive yards, got a little north and south out of it. Good job.
Got a little
Christian.
mean green North Texas out of him right there. I like that. Doubles formation again for Friendswood. 6:39 and counting. 2nd and 5 for the Mustangs. Ball is spotted on the right hash. They are on the 27-yard line of the Wildcats. Gurdon, handoff. Palis, left side, had a blocker. Still on his feet. Got a first down if the spot's correct.
They're
signaling that
staying
first.
There.
There
They're
you
signaling
go.
First down.
Great run by Palis as Tomko comes in to give him a breather.
Yeah, nice pull by number 71. Daniel Guzman made a pull on that. To open
was
up the
good,
hole.
yes.
Yep, kind of lead that. Nice job by Daniel. He's a 6'3", 230-pound sophomore. Great job, Daniel.
Doubles formation again, just at 6 minutes left here in the 4th. For Angleton, season's over in 6. For Friendswood, you're playing here in a week from tonight. But more importantly, they're trying to find a way to put some points on the board to take this lead and get this win. Gurdon back to pass, got a man caught. Christian Lee across the middle. Enough for a first, down to the 8-yard line. Go to Mr. Security, Christian Lee. Nice catch, young man. Ball is spotted at the 8-yard line, right in the middle of the field. Oh, got some personnel coming in. Looks like Palet's coming back in. Cooksey back in the ball game as well right now.
I was going to say, I see Kovacevic out there. Haven't seen much of K tonight. Big tight end, about 6'4", got nice hands. Maybe he's going to be the one to run the crossing route here to go for the touchdown. We'll see.
Little tight bunch formation, trips bunch. Now we're going to motion to a quad set. Gurdon, that's Christian Lee in the Wildcat. Unfortunately,
we called
we're going to take the timeout. That is that Wildcat formation. Christian Lee's done a good job out of that as he can run. He can put his head down and get a little extra yardage as well. We'll see if they come right back to that. 5:07 left here in the ball game. Friendswood trying to find a way to maybe put this thing at least in their control. It's not going to be away until the final buzzer sounds tonight, Coach. There's no team's going to put this thing away and seal it until that clock shows 0-0-0 the way this game has gone tonight.
Yeah, there's no quitting either one of these teams. I'm just really impressed with Angleton. They could have laid an egg, like you said earlier, and it not have been a big deal, but they've come out and they fought. Friendswood's taken everything they've had, responded with that as well. So as we got this 28-28 game, 5 minutes to go, it's probably going to be some crazy play, right? We mentioned earlier maybe a punt return or a fumble or a pick six or something like that maybe turns this game in one favor or the other. I'm hoping that the special teams doesn't come into play, because if you look at who's winning that battle, it's definitely Angleton.
It's not us. You're right. Absolutely.
So we'll see what happens as Friendswood brings the offense back on the field. Is it Reyes?
That's what we're looking at right now.
Yep, the power package.
Here comes the power
and
group.
Map. Yep.
I'm a little surprised on that because we're 8 yards away, but you also have 4 downs to get it, Coach. And personnel for Angleton's changing quickly. They're going to hand off to Palitz. Right side. Oh, put your head down.
That was Veach, I believe. Jared Veach.
That is Jared Veach. I was going to say, what a lick Jared Veach puts on the Angleton defender.
But, Kirk, again, I hate to pick on this. I said it earlier. How is Angleton not ready defensively on a timeout?
That's exactly.
How are they not ready? Their guys are running on the field still. They're running in late. Friendswood noticed it, pull the old Tom Brady, snap it quick, and run the outside pattern. How are they not ready on a timeout?
Well,
I don't understand that.
I tell you who else would have read that cornerback when Jared Veach put that helmet in his chest. I'm going to leave him unnamed.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wow.
If I'm a coach, it's my fault or I'm going to have to take the blame if I'm a coach on. That's driving me crazy. I don't see how they're not ready after a timeout, how we come out and don't have the defense set. There's literally guys running on the field into position as we snap the ball.
Absolutely.
That's inexcusable.
So the score now is 35 for your Mustangs, 28 for the Wildcats. 4:59 left here in this ball game. And all I can say is, again, what a lick by Jared Veach.
Yeah, we've mentioned how hard he runs all year long. Great job by Jared. Now here comes a kickoff. Special teams. I know, Coach Thomas has been talking to him 5 minutes ago in the game. Friendswood up a touchdown and the extra point. We'll see they've got 2 guys back for Angleton. It is number 5 and number 4, Trayvon Smith and Cameron Stone. Both these guys got some good wheels. Let's see what Friendswood tries to do here and maybe kick it away from them, maybe put one up really high so we have a chance to come down and cover it. But our special teams has been a little lacking tonight. Hopefully we'll end up making amends here and hold the game off.
We will. And Erica, if you're right down there, right by that touchdown, is that right?
Yeah, I saw Jared Veach coming right out of that end zone. He looked super excited. All his teammates congratulating him. It was an awesome moment.
That was a great time. You got the best view in the house, Erica. Congratulations.
Oh, for sure.
All right, we'll come back to you shortly. Thanks, Erica.
Sounds good.
4:59 left here.
Erica's doing a great job, by the way, Kirk. Got to mention that. Great job for Soleil keeping us in, and great job by Erica Sykes out there as an on-field reporter.
All I'm saying is I'm glad Soleil paid her cell phone bill because we've used everything tonight we can get. The technology we've had, it's the Friendswood's Game of the Week. Channel 2 has made some technology issues a little more. Oh, look at this squibber. We'll see what happens. The ball was returned on the 15, 20, 25, brought down to 30. Maybe that's the sauce.
Yeah, maybe so.
Script that thing. Regardless, this drive will start at the 30 for Angleton. 4:53 away. They've got to score a touchdown. They're down 7 for your Mustangs. Again, win or lose right here next Friday night versus Kingwood Park in the first step of many to that state finals. And it's 1 week at a time then, and I tell you what, it does not get any better than Texas high school playoff football. Angleton, 2 backs in the backfield, man in motion. Pass.
Oh, he has a man open.
Oh, he's caught.
2 men open.
He had a couple. You're right. That ball was about 5-yard gain on that one, though.
He looked like he had number 14 open there in the Bryce Ripple.
And he had DeQuan Thomas in the flats and hit him there. They bring up a 2nd down and 4 for the Wildcats.
Now let's just think ahead, Kirk, here. You go down there, you're Angleton, you take 3 minutes off the clock, down to about a minute and a half, something like that, and you score. You going for 2? Or are you going for the extra point and tying the ball game?
I'm going for 2 because
absolutely.
My season's over.
I am too. I'm going
Why
for 2.
not?
I'm going for the W, absolutely. We'll see what happens if they can score as the clock winds down with 4:19 and ticking.
1 slot, 2 backs in the backfield. Actually got a little wing back here. Taking the time. Toss. Anderson around the left side. Beats 1. Gets about 3 yards in that carry. Gets a 3rd and 1. You tell Anderson, Coach, and I love watching this kid play, he'd be much more comfortable. Just give me the ball up the middle and go.
Yes. He's not going to outrun anybody, but he is definitely going to run over some
He's
people.
that guy looking for contact immediately.
Yep.
It is 3rd and 1.
Looks like they're hurrying up.
Oh, they got that tight formation. Mayon on the quarterback keeper gets enough for a 1st down. Just crosses the 40-yard line to the 41. A couple of linemen slow to get up. When you got quarterback and you got the bus behind you shoving people on top of you, I'd probably get up slow too. 3:34 and counting.
And 2 timeouts for both Angleton and Friendswood.
Ball is spot on the Angleton 41. They are 59 yards away from scoring, but they've got 3:24 left to go. And the way this offense is built, Coach, they're going to probably take the majority of this time.
Yep, they sure are.
Handoff up the middle.
That's a new man running the ball there.
Was that 17?
It was,
DeQuan
yes, sir.
Thomas made that catch out of the backfield a minute ago.
Yes, sir.
But he had Big Anderson leading the blocking for him. 2nd down and 5.
3 minutes to go. It looks like they're just kind of being.
Because I'm worried. I'm going to be honest with you. If I'm Angleton, I'm worried about the clock.
Yeah,
the way your offense runs.
Yeah, but they've got 2 timeouts.
They do have 2.
We got to watch for some little trickeration right here and see if they don't do anything crazy and try to get a quick score with that bunch set up. And how many times have they gone in motion tonight? They're moving guys around all night long.
In the meantime, that clock's just ticking away. Mayon looking to pass. Oh, Mayon looking for it all. He's not going to get it. Now he's going to throw up top. That ball is over the head. Well, Mayon, he had plenty of time. He's scanning the field. He was looking for the kill shot right there. I mean, he was looking deep. He had Parkins at one point, decided not to throw it, and then just went up top that time to Anthony Jackson, there was some good coverage up there, but.
There's a flag on the play. I didn't see it. You know, it could be something when the play goes that long. It could be either holding,
absolutely.
Could be a legal man downfield.
It is against the Wildcat.
Yeah.
Coach Cooper says, back him up, please.
Absolutely. Was a legal man downfield? Is that what it was? Yeah, okay. So, yeah, usually when the play goes that long, it's either going to be a hold, a legal man downfield. Those linemen try to stay in the block as long as they can, and they get further down the field than they need to.
So it will now be a 2nd down and 11. Ball just inside the 40-yard line. Twin receivers to the right side, single receiver to the left, 229. Angleton having a pass again. Mayon scrambling to his right, going to keep it. Mayon's going to take a couple of good shots right there from that Friendswood defense. Gets it to the 44-yard line. Long way to go on third. They're about 3rd and 7.
And that clock is ticking, Kirk. It's 2:12 and running, and they haven't.
They're out of their element, Coach. They're out. They cannot keep churning. They don't have the time.
Yeah, that's not their strength. Is the quick strike offense. They're looking for those runs up the gut, and this is not what they do best. So it's going to hurt him right here.
But all it takes is one good pass. That's all it takes. Mayon's had a couple.
Yep.
He's also overthrown the majority of them, though. We'll see what he can do. Twin receivers to the right. 3rd and 7. Big play here. Man in motion. Twin now to the left. Mayon. Screen pass. Got a man that's caught. 1st down just inside the 50 to the 47-yard line.
Looks like it's Ripple, number 14, is who we threw that to.
That was set up well.
It sure was. That's going to stop the clock till they get the chains reset. They're already ready at the line.
1:35 though and counting.
Yep.
Angleton's got to keep the ball in the air. They don't have time to run it. 47-yard line, short. Oh, he's going to run. Mayon. He doesn't want to run now. He's going to have to. He's going to keep it and run down about the 4. He knew he had to try to get rid of the ball. He's no way he's going to run for more than 5 or 6. He gets 4, but there was no receiver open. That's going to stop the clock, though, with a timeout from Angleton. 1:19 left here in this ball game. Friendswood on top, 35-28.
And yeah, this is where you end up giving the coach, or probably give them 2 plays to run right now, so they'll know what to do the next 2 possessions. If they don't get a 1st down, they're going to have to use that last time out.
And Erica, you know, us being up here, it's kind of quiet. It's hard to see. Are the fans that are left, are they kind of staying into this? This is a big play coming up here for the for Friendswood defense.
Yeah, they're getting super hyped up, doing some cheers, trying to get everyone excited.
Absolutely. Of course, you know, win or lose, you know, we're in the playoffs next week. But, again, it's senior night. And as a senior, I know how you feel right now.
Yeah, I think that's weighing in on all the seniors in the student section, too. I think they understand it's their last time to really get excited. Obviously, we have the playoffs, but it's just not the same as when you're at good old Henry Winston.
Absolutely. You're right. Well, here we go. Thanks, Erica.
Yep.
2nd down and 5 now, 1:19. Twin receivers to the right side. Mayon looking to pass. Throws it up top. That ball's going to be short. It was almost intercepted.
Almost intercepted. It looked like, yeah, number 33, was it Alex Jackson? He turned it into the defender because the pass was actually short.
Connor Haynes
was on it.
Thought
Correct.
Connor might be able to corral that as soon as he threw it.
Yeah, but
thought that was going to be more Connor Haynes than that, and the receiver did a good job of making sure Connor does not.
Yeah, he turned into a defensive back on that.
3rd down and 5. The crowd is on their feet. The cowbells are ringing. Trips formation to the left side. Double pass. Mayon passes back, incomplete. Little trickeration, as you would say, but it's incomplete.
I'm not so sure that would have made the 1st down either way.
I don't think it would have.
We had a couple defenders out there guarding that to the flat, so I'm not sure that would have worked, but we'll see.
Well, it's 4th and 5 now, and you've got 1 shot. Friendswood's defense, this is it. You're 1 play away from finishing the regular season 9-1. Only happened 8 times in Friendswood history. A team with 9 wins or more in the regular season. The special group, special season. Can they finish it right here? Hold them to 5. 4th and 5. Twin receivers both sides. Mayon back to pass. Over the middle, got a man caught.
It's Anderson.
Oh, my gosh, it's the big bus. He caught it. The game is not over.
And the clock is still – no, they got to set the chains.
Got to set the
as soon as they
chains.
change up, they're going to
The
spike
ball
it
is on the
probably.
16-yard line. Oh,
Fake the
it's
spike.
a fake the spike. Ball's caught. It's a touchdown.
Oh, my
Angleton
goodness.
Wildcats. Are you kidding me?
He faked the spike down. What is this, Miami Dolphins and Dan Marino? Are you kidding me? He faked the spike down. He went out to 33, who jumped up Anthony Jackson, making the catch.
What a great catch by Jackson.
My goodness.
My goodness. There, a shocking last two plays. First of all, going back to Anderson, didn't know he could catch the ball.
Absolutely.
Beaut of a catch. Now it's a 1-point game.
And
Do we go for 2 or go for 1?
They are going for 2.
Coach, we called it.
We did.
This is it. 2-point conversion time for the Wildcats to take the lead or take the loss. And Friendswood calls a timeout. Coach, you had to know they were going to go for 2 if they got the chance.
Yes, yeah, they're going to go for 2 for sure. That was maybe a foregone conclusion. What I was hoping they wouldn't get down to get the touchdown. Anyway, that was an amazing play. And again, we've talked about all the things they've done to Angleton with the onside kick, the pooches, the halfback option pass to the receiver, the little fake spike down to number 33. This has been a crazy game. Pulled out all the stops, and they're saying, why not? Let's try to be spoilers.
Absolutely.
Now, they're not spoiling much for Friendswood, but they do want to send these guys home with a loss. So hopefully Friendswood can respond here on the 2-point conversion.
And one thing, too, if we're talking about that, Coach Britton, I'm going to say this, great play call before the 4th down play.
Yes.
They got it to call the fake spike. The fake spike was already set.
Yeah, that was
set
set.
in motion.
Absolutely. That was
Where to
set.
go there up top. And Anderson, super catch, and somehow snuck it in the end zone right there. And, Coach, will surprise you if you don't see the big fella.
It would not surprise
3
me
yard.
at all.
Anderson, why not give it to the bus? We'll see. You don't want to get too cute here. This is it now for the ball game. Friendswood on top 1, 51 seconds left. Angleton going for the 2. And in the backfield, you have Jones, you have Anderson, you have twin receivers to the left, single receiver up top to the right, man in motion to the right side. Mayon under center. Mayon rolls to his right. He's looking for a man. He's going to run. That ball is in.
Oh, intercepted.
That's the ball game. That's the ball game.
Luke Sanchez, it was tipped.
Oh, my
and
gosh.
Luke Sanchez dove down and picked it up off the ground, basically intercepted it.
Well, we got some officials communicating right here. Let's see what the call is. Yeah, that ball was tipped. Angleton had a chance at it. Luke Sanchez gobbled it up. Holding against Friendswood.
Are you
I
kidding
take
me?
back what I just said. The game is not over. Oh, the yellow flags.
I didn't even see it. I didn't even see the yellow flag.
Oh, my goodness. We're going to have to do this again.
Oh, my goodness, can my heart take it?
Well, mine can't. So, Lay, if I drop, you take over, okay?
Oh, my goodness. Here
They're
we
going to
go.
move that up halfway. It is now going to be still Jones, Anderson, twin receivers to the right, tight end to the left. Mayon barking it out. Mayon pitch. Jones.
Rodriguez.
No, that's Rodriguez. Rodriguez is in for the 2-point conversion. Friendswood is down 36-35.
Now there's 51.
He goes in there untouched.
He went in there untouched because, to be honest with you, I think we weren't ready for it. We thought Anderson might be in there.
Sure.
And we thought Jones would be in there. And they went to 28. Jose Rodriguez, a 5'11 halfback who really went around the right side there untouched between the guard and the tackle. Kind of surprised. Now we got 51 seconds. Okay, this is where we talked earlier about having a good special teams play. We need a good return here. Of course, what kind of return are we going to get with Angleton and their kicks, how they've been doing? I'm
You're
not really
right.
sure what they're going to plan, but I'm sure Coach Thomas is down there talking to the guys about what we need to do right here. Friendswood has 1 timeout left, so does Angleton. Got to make sure we use the sidelines. Got to move the ball.
Well, again, all you need to get is get in a field goal position.
That's true.
So you've got a little less yards to get, but most importantly right now is you need to get as much as you can on this. I'm going to have 11 guys in the field that can catch and run right now. Wherever that ball goes, you're going to get as good a return as you can get out of this. And you're right, Coach. Your guess is as good as mine what Angleton's going to do. I wouldn't be surprised me if Angleton does another onside kick try to end this game right here.
Yeah, absolutely. You never know what they're going to do. Friendswood's got to be ready for it. Looks like we got 6 guys up on the front. See what they line up as. But, Angleton lined up in their normal 5-and-5 kicker in the middle, and they still pooched it.
Exactly.
So what they line up, it doesn't necessarily mean what they're going to do. Let's see.
51 seconds left. Friendswood down 1. Angleton will kick the ball off. A lot of hands team players out there, rightfully so. The kick is off. It's a boot.
Yeah, he's booting it.
Yeah, he's got a leg. We hadn't seen that. Got back to the 7, 10, 15, 20. Got a same. 25. Oh, slips down. Oh, he slipped down.
He had a good return going out there, didn't he, Kirk?
Oh, and he's going to beat himself up on that one. Connor Haynes, great return. Gets it back right to the 29-yard line is where they'll start this drive. Friendswood has 1 timeout left. Got to get,
And Dane Crow, I'm sorry, Kirk. Dane Crow's asking how many seconds left. Dane, thanks for listening. It's 46 seconds left. Thank you very much for listening. Sorry to interrupt you there.
Empty backfield for Gurdon. Again, 1 timeout left. Gurdon got time. Now he's Gurdon goes down for the sack. He is dropped by number 30, Landris White. Gurdon had some time. Great coverage by the Angleton secondary. And then White shot out of a cannon. 40 seconds on the clock. Friendswood calls their last timeout. Oh, my goodness. 2nd down and 20.
Really, the one thing we couldn't do right there was take a sack. That's the one thing we couldn't do. So I'm sure that Coach Coop is going to tell these guys, again, a couple plays, just like we talked earlier with Angleton, give them 2 or 3 plays in a row so they can run up to the line of scrimmage quickly and run it. But it's going to be, what did we say, 2nd and 20?
About 2nd and 20.
It's going to be a long. What do you like to say, 2nd and 23-51?
That's pretty much right here. But for Friendswood, hey, you got the quarterback you want in there.
Yep.
You got some great receivers. They can pull this out. You've just got to remember now you've got to find a way to work those sidelines too. And you've got to have 2 play calls already right here.
Yeah.
You've got to know what you're going to do after you get that first down. That ball is set. Gurdon, back to pass. Got a man across the middle.
Oh, it's caught. Oh, and it's dropped.
Oh, incomplete.
Oh, it's in his hands, it looked like, and it's broken up.
It was. Is that Lee? I can't.
It's Dawson Johnson.
Johnson. It was a single-digit number. Good effort by Johnson.
Yeah, absolutely. Great defense there by Angleton to knock that ball off. I thought he had it, and looks like they knocked it out of his hands.
Again, you can see the 2 defenders in on that play. It's now 3rd down, and they have 18 on the board. I was close to 20. Gurdon back to pass. Oh, just trying to hit a little quick go. Nothing doing that time. It's going to be incomplete, and it's now a 4th and 18 for the Mustangs. Trying to hit Palis on that, and I get the idea. Just overthrew him.
Yeah, just overthrew him.
Palis with some head of steam. 4th and 18. Play call is coming in. 31 seconds left. Friendswood does not get a first down. This is it for this ball game. Angleton comes out on top. Friendswood finds a way to get 18. This thing is not over. Gurdon back to pass. Needs some good time. He unloads a bomb. That's going to go to. That's going to be out of bounds. That's going to do it for this ball game as Angleton comes in here tonight and knocks off the playoff bound Friendswood Mustangs. Final score is going to be 36-35. And Erica, I know that's not the ending we were hoping to see tonight.
Sure wasn't. I mean, honestly, it was pure happiness and then confusion and then complete letdown. And now it's just, we're hoping for a miracle.
Absolutely, Erica. Hey, I want to say this for you. Thank you so much. You did an outstanding job for us. I'm sorry that the game didn't turn out the way we all wanted to, but that's the way it goes sometimes. But you did a great job tonight. Thank you for being there for us.
Thank you.
And that was Erica Sykes on the sideline tonight for us. And that's going to do it from Friendswood. Angleton's season is over, but they end on a high note. upsetting the playoff-bound and second seed in District 10 5A with a final score of 36-35. And Coach Fritz, Erica summed it up nicely. A lot of excitement, a lot of confusion, a lot of sadness, all wrapped up in that last about 10 minutes.
Yeah, it was crazy those last few minutes, and we thought something like that might happen with the craziness of the game and how Angleton has run the ball. You know, like you said, Angleton's done, but Friendswood's not. They're moving on. So what the coaches and the players are going to have to do is put this game behind them. There's some things to build on. Got to work on some special teams plays. They know what to work on for this next week and be ready to play next week. Hard, tough, and everybody starts ooff 0-0 next week. The records really don't matter. It's 0-0 next week, and you got to finish each and every game coming up on a Saturday 1-0.
Yeah, you know, you just, like you said, I think the most important thing is tomorrow morning, this game is just, you foul this one away and you don't look. You obviously got to look at some special teams work to figure out what went wrong there. But at the end of the day, that was just a good team effort by Angleton tonight. And the Friendswood gave a great effort too. You know, it's a one-point game. And, you know, Angleton coach again, Angleton was picked to compete for a playoff spot. They came up a game short. They laid it on the line tonight. And Friendswood, you know, just didn't get those breaks at the end. And that's the way it goes. Sometimes you play a team like Angleton with nothing to lose, and these things happen. But right now, the game next Friday night, right here at Henry Winston, you've got everything to lose. Both teams
Absolutely,
do.
yep.
Because it's one and done now. You win, you compete for the next round, you lose. You're in off season as seniors. Your football career for the majority of you is over. And that's what makes the playoffs so exciting, but also so heartbreaking when things don't go your way. And I think for Coach Koopman right now, he's going to get his players back. I mean, they're obviously they're heartbroken. They're disappointed right now.
Yeah.
Senior night to go out like this, but you're not going out. You're going to be right back here next Friday night with a chance to continue on week after week, get a chance to play in Dallas. So, hey, and the good thing for you and I, we'll be right back here next Friday night, Josh.
We're back here next Friday night for sure. You know, the boys aren't turning their helmets in just yet. They got to just keep leaning their hats on that, which is a good thing. So got another week to work. Got a lot of week of practice coming up. I'm sure that they'll cheer up some things. And, you know, it's just really going to be dependent on the boys how far they want to go. They got a good team, lots of great things here in Friendswood, and I think we're going to have a good run at it. And we'll just see what happens.
Absolutely. Well, the final score here tonight was Angleton 36, Friendswood 35. For my broadcast partner, Josh Fritz, for Soleil Gignac, again, thank you so much. Without you and your wonderful cell service, we wouldn't have been able to do everything we did tonight. And, of course, Erica Sykes, probably the best halftime interview we've done all season long with Miss Pepper Smith. And, of course, great sideline reporting all night long. The only negative tonight is that Friendswood does take one on the chin, losing by 1, 36-35. We'll be right back here next week, same time, same channel. MCS Sports broadcast of the Texas State High School Playoffs right here next Friday night. Everyone have a great weekend. We'll be here next Friday.